Hello, boys. Are my settings correct? Yes, okay. I was afraid I'd somehow accidentally change some settings while I was cleaning my desk and wiping all of my interfaces and whatnot. It exists in Borderline. Are you still in Japan, by the way, Borderline? I was going to 5 part 2. It was pretty cool, but also, yeah, actually got difficult for the first time ever. Yeah, what ended up being a little long because fucking Don Flamingo / Ricardo Milos took a little bit of time to clear, and then I didn't want to really leave it there, so then I also read the rest of the part 2. And that took a little bit, so I ended up going like 2 hours overtime. Hey there, Eugene. What am I looking at? Here. Yeah, it was the first time I felt like the Limbus, where it was like, oh, yeah, this shit is reminding me of like a Ruina style difficulty spike. Where it's like, I got absolutely fucking destroyed, and I kind of have no idea how to fix it. Like that first real try is just like, yep, I just got destroyed, and I have no idea like what I would do to actually like fix this issue. There are more. Yeah, Ruina had like fucking 15 of them or whatever. Maybe not that many, but... Actually, no, Ruina had a lot of them. Ruina had a lot of roadblocks. It had a lot. And, especially for the later ones, I was just like, fuck it. I'm using every guide and whatnot that I can find. Because by that point, it had been almost 100 hours of Ruina, and I was like, I was almost sick of it. I was like, oh my god, I'm beating my head against so many brick walls. I'm losing my mind. Please let me just get to the story. Realistically, that's the Queen of Patriot. Almost every fight could be a roadblock. True. Yeah, because that was kind of the thing where it's like... Then there's just like a roadblock fight on pretty much every like level. Every new level of the library or whatever, there's like at least one sort of roadblock fight. And some of them, it's literally just a bunch of roadblock fights. So it's like, cool. Thanks. I love it. Like, yeah, after a point, you don't get like, you don't get easy ones. You don't get like a couple of chill fights. After a hard one, it's just, nope, you're on to the next hard one. But then also some of them can kind of be like, I feel like there was a couple of them which were like sort of weirdly a little bit RNG. Like you could have one attempt at it that went like super well. And then you had another one which was just disastrous from start to finish. Because some of them you had to fucking do multiple times to, you know, get the loot from them. So then I cleared like Children of the City. Like first time, and I was like, oh, that was okay. And then when I went back to farm the fucking loot, like the drops, I was just getting bodied. I was like, fuck. What? What do you mean? Yeah, it is true. You can. There is a lot of ways to really reduce RNG or just make it, yeah, like almost a fucking scripted fight, essentially. That is the one thing about Ruina, is that with just enough brain, you really can, like, almost trivialize every damn fight. But I don't have that kind of brain. It's the same reason I'm not like the biggest fan of the high-end, like really like the most difficult content in Arknights either, because it's I don't want to use this much brain on this game, or just in general, frankly. My skills are elsewhere. I can get to an above average brain usage level, but then at some point it stops. It's like, okay, this is too much. This is too much effort. Well, then if it's something like, I guess more sort of mechanical skill or something, I'm more willing to just like push through it. Which is why stuff like Souls-like games and whatnot are like some of my favorites. Because it's less brain and more mechanical, or sort of a different type of brain usage, I guess. Rare challenging fight and one Ricardo. Fucking Ricardo, man. Fucked up dude. Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck I would have done if, you know, I didn't have like new Heath and a support. Using a support, and I had the new Heath who was pretty fucking good for the fight. And then obviously, you know, the biggest tech of them all, backseating. Because there is also that one thing about with Limbus specifically. This is a Limbus/gacha game thing. Whereas, like, depending on just what units you have, some shit can be way harder. Just because of what units you have. And, like, how leveled they are. Which in Ruina wasn't a thing because you could, you know, kind of guarantee having certain things for a fight. While when you're going through Limbus, sort of, as a newer player, and actually going through the story, like, relatively fast, then you don't necessarily have, like, everything at your disposal. Which is just, you know, a gacha thing. So then when you actually have something difficult in a gacha game, it can get a bit tricky in balancing and so on. Which is why so many gacha games, you know, generally for like story content and whatnot, are piss easy and require like zero skill. And are very much just like, are your units at least somewhat leveled and functional? And that's like the only check. Which I think is fine, especially when it is for like story content and whatnot. But I do also appreciate when you have games like Limbus and whatnot, where they're willing to just kind of... willing to somewhat almost like gatekeep a little bit, where it's like, hey, this is like not gonna be a complete cakewalk. I mean, it is true, Ricardo is Ludo Kino. It very much like, it is the whole thing of like, you're supposed to be getting fucked. Which obviously Ruina, Project Moon in general just does a lot, where it is like, they are incredibly good at Ludo Kino. Because yes, if something is actually fucking you in the story, it's actually gonna fuck you in the gameplay as well. And hey, there's Spy Games. No speed and crit rate, don't mind if I do. So that is the whole thing. Which, however, is also like, well, I mean, the fact that Limbus' approach to difficulty or whatever is... it's less gacha game, essentially. It is one reason why Limbus right now for me is almost like, it's kind of taking that spot of playing through a game that like isn't like a gacha game. It's like a, more like indeed like a Ruina, like a full sort of game. I'm gonna try JQ. I done the trial, if that's what you mean. I just did that at some point. I literally, and that was just for the fucking like minuscule amount of jades. However, I did do a cheeky 10 roll on Sparkle Banner, which was like, hey, if she like suddenly comes around in just one 10 roll, cool. I didn't lose anything. She didn't. Which just means I have a little bit of pity for whatever I actually go for. Up, 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 up. Yes, 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 yes. And there was some small event that started like a couple days ago. This thing. Fucking Trailblaze Friendship is Magic. The bronies have invaded our game. Limbus is essentially Ruina, yeah. Yeah, but I mean, Limbus really is just live service Ruina. Like, that is what it is. Which just obviously causes some, you know, gameplay design stuff and kind of like difficulty balancing stuff that does end up being pretty different. Biggest higher increase than Sparkle for Akara. Yeah, but Sparkle is also like way more generalistic. Sparkle is a much more generalistic harmony buffer, so Sparkle would not be specifically for Acheron, just in general, because my harmony situation is rough. Wait, I didn't finish. I didn't do the last bit of Apocalyptic Shadow, did I? She's dude, she's just a better Bronya. Any crit, almost any crit DPS can just use Sparkle. Only used in Jingyu and Dan. Sure, yeah. Yes, because there's no other DPS that would like action advance and attack buffs and crit buffs. Totally, there's no other DPSs that would like that. They use, yeah, and Sparkle is just kind of a better Bronya. And one that you can guarantee, because, you know, Bronya you have to lose a 50-50 to. And also Sparkle is way comfier than a Bronya. After the shoe event, we instantly get a reader on another one. Yeah, right now we're in a very busy part. Where now we have a bunch of back-to-back events in Arknights because they were being slow with the events before this. So then, hey the squirrel. They were being a bit slow with them a bit earlier, like a couple months ago or whatever. So now we have a bunch of them back-to-back because they have to somehow fit all of them in before the next big event. Hey, this at the mall. So, you know, it's average common Yo star L. Okay, it's like a hello, you know, he's like hello, peekaboo. Gamba? I don't have anything to gamba on. I don't care enough about JQ to go for him. And I don't want Sparkle that much either. I don't have any standards either. Oh, on my phone. Ah, right, you're on my phone, yeah. Fucking Twitch mobile. What a disaster. Just in case of god luck. Even if I got him, I feel like I wouldn't want to use him. Honestly, I used him in the trial and I was like, this is not fun. Oh yeah, there is some kind of app for chats. I think I tried it at one point. But then I realized I don't watch Twitch on mobile enough. Specifically, I don't chat on Twitch mobile enough for it to matter. Super support for a character, sort of, but he's also kind of boring. And there's probably going to be a better support at some point, I'm gonna be real. I mean, true, that trial was ass. And what? Speaking of, what the fuck was that team in the trial? Who the fuck was supposed to be the DPS? It was a complete mess of a team. Like, it was an insane mess of a team in that trial. What the fuck was it again? Right. It's fucking JQ, Misha, Asta, and Natasha. What the fuck is this team? You underestimate, Spy Games, you underestimate their love for Acheron. Yeah, there is some weird thing and stuff. Dedicated my ass. Someone else will get replaced first. I mean, yeah, that's possible, yeah. Hey there, Frost. Yeah, what is this team, though? What the fuck is this team? Like, what? Replace the word doubt with doubt. Yeah, because since 7TV does just replace the... I mean, well, it's not even just 7TV, it's just Twitch in general. That's the basic attack burn DPS, so true. Yeah, I haven't... Especially, like, what does Misha even fucking... Misha does, like, fucking nothing. So it's like, does JQ actually have some kind of synergy with Misha? No. Like, huh? It's such a... It is a weird-ass team. Maybe because, yeah, he doesn't really have other DPSs he would support, I guess, than Acheron? Or were you at Gamescom? Fuck. I had a friend at Gamescom as well. I could not go. It would have cost me hundreds of euros for like one day of Enfield. Serval? It's too bad that there hasn't really been anything anything big from Gamescom though. Since it seems to, it's the same tech test build that was like, you know, months ago, like start of the year. And there hasn't really been any significant news coming out of it either. We should stream other games get the same when you stream Limbus. Yeah, but Limbus is wild because Limbus is the outlier. Because the sleeper agent algorithm just kind of explodes every time. Yeah, it's just an actual cult. So yeah. Also, yeah, Olympus is indeed like it is a YouTube outlier as well. Like I actually have my best viewership on Twitch, I think has usually been Arcanized because you actually get like raids and stuff. If you look at Olympus viewership on Twitch, like pretty much at any point, it's usually pretty low. Like it's like, the highest I've seen is like 40 or something for the whole game. So it doesn't seem to be much anything on Twitch's side. It's very much like YouTube algorithm, YouTube sort of magic that makes it function. Or that is seemingly where all the viewers are. And also YouTube viewership just in general, because of the algorithm and so on, is way more inconsistent. It fluctuates a lot. Because so much of it functions on just like recommended and the browsing page and so on. But I still also, you know, I stream to both because there's not really any point to not streaming both for me. And also, it's clear that for some situations and for some people, YouTube is just a much better experience. For like Twitch, for example, sometimes can just be like bad connection for some people. Like depending on your internet and country and whatnot, Twitch can sometimes just be ass. Like it doesn't play properly, while YouTube will usually play properly almost no matter where you are. Twitch is kind of dying out. No real no streamers. That can happen. I can think Limbus fans are shit into it. No. It's just something I've noticed. It was not related to Limbus specifically. It was just streaming on the two different platforms in general. Twitch is like not as approachable The logic following, kinda. I mean, Limbus does have a lot of fans, you know, in like Southeast Asia, I feel, and just that area in general, so... Actually, Arcanist does as well. Arcanist has, like, I feel like Arcanist has more presence in, like, Southeast Asia and Europe than North America, which generally is, like, the opposite for Western, like, fandoms and stuff. Which is a whole thing. I'm assuming this is one of those events that unlocks slowly, rather than everything at once, since it's one of these smaller ones. What do you think of deleting your Twitch account? I don't think there's necessarily any point to delete it, other than just like... I don't know, maybe like data reasons, but... Like obviously I barely used Twitch for a long time because I wasn't doing anything on it myself. Hey, thanks for the sub, Victois. However, I'm actually supposed to say that name. I've like never said it out loud now that I think about it. Victoisu. Hyper is also here. We got 10. We reached 10. Holy. I think we reached 10 members on YouTube a little bit ago, thanks to a bunch of gifted. I didn't realize I actually got the subscriber until just because I think I might have gotten it like a little bit before you went to Japan or something. So because you've been away traveling for like 2 weeks. So you know. Okay, you've been back for a week by now, but don't want Arcanist to get popular with bonus. Arcanist is kind of popular. Like, but I mean, okay, yeah, a little bit less in the west. It's smaller in the west for sure, but it's kind of high up there. Like the fact that you even hear about it and see it like out in the wild already says that it's bigger than 90% of gacha games. And specifically in China, Arknights is kind of huge, actually. Like Hypergriff, there was some articles surrounding like Enfield stuff and whatnot, but it was more of a general Hypergriff thing. It was like a Chinese article or something, but it was like if the translation was correct and whatnot. Hypergriff, developers of Arknights, they're like. So there's an area in wherever it is it Hong Kong or Shanghai or whatever. There's like an area where all these game companies are. Hypergriff with just Arknights, one game was like the second biggest company with one game, and the biggest obviously is fucking mihoyo, who is on a completely other stratosphere. There might have been something above Arknights, so mihoyo was just like separate. Like that's just a separate thing. They are like they're not even in the same competition. And then there's like the other companies, and Hypergriff with a single game Arknights is like near the top, like first or second almost in size, which is like fucking wild. And also, yeah, Arknights is also huge in Japan. It gets every time there's a limited banner, it's #1. Like it hits #1 for whatever duration. They had a Genshin collab. It's not they don't hit #1 most downloaded. They get it's revenue. It's like that day's revenue. It's sales. Every time there's a like a limited banner, Japan usually hits #1. Japan like for a very short moment, Arknights JP outsold the new banner of, was it ZZZ? Yeah, top grossing. Top grossing. Grossing? Grossing? Grossing, because it's... No, it's gross. No, it's gross domestic product. Grossing, yeah. It was Star Rail, yeah. Like, for a short moment, they nabbed #1 from Star Rail, even though, like, yeah, they had new banners overlapping. Which, however, this did mean they did actually get the #1 later than usual that time, because there was overlapping banners with Star Rail. Usually they get it like right away, and you get you get the notification like, hey, you guys are #1, you get another free 10 roll. This time, because it was Star Rail was there as well, they got it like a few hours later, so it happened like middle of the night, and the announcement had to wait until morning. But they did still get up there and get the #1 spot, even, you know, like above Star Rail. But that's also obviously like, you know, Star Rail gets up there like every time there's like any banner almost. Archives obviously gets up there when there's like a bigger limited banner rather than every banner that comes around. And it also, yeah, it didn't last very long. They quickly took it. And then, you know, because very much so, always the sales when they do get #1, it's like a huge peak, a very quick peak. And then obviously comes down because people have already, you know, used their money. People have already bought everything that they needed in like the first day, in the first few hours. So then it never lasts long. Like it never lasts longer than a day, pretty much. And this time even less. This time it lasted like fucking 2 hours maybe or something. Because Star Rail obviously then, you know, came around and took it back very quickly. Should we actually go into this though? I'm pretty sure this is unvoiced, right? Because it's one of these smaller ones. Did you get blocked by JoJo character or did you beat him? We did beat him eventually. It was the 4th try. With some, we did some up-tie 4s. We used a support unit. And a lot of backseating. And then we got him on the 4th try. We used Wild Hunt Heath, Crack Faust, and then a support reindeer-ish. And then just a little bit of lucky RNG, and we got him. And actually, like, the successful run was actually pretty clean. The previous 2 runs, we got trolled incredibly hard by Heath hitting 2 heads in a row at, like, 0 SP. Which meant we didn't get enough damage, so then we just got screwed. And it happened 2 runs in a row. It happened twice in 1 attempt. And then also 2 runs in a row. So we could have probably gone it earlier, but we got trolled by Heath in gameplay, as we also did in story. But we did get him, and by that point it was like 11 PM or something, so the fight took a good hour and a half with all the thinking and whatnot involved. And then I also finished the reading for the part 2, so I ended up going until midnight, like 2 hours extra. And yeah, Wild Hunt worked. That was the only point that I actually got to use him though. So I'll get to use him at some point, like in MD's soonish. Actually, no, I don't get to use him in MD. I forgot. I need my bonus money. I can use him in Luxus though. I almost made him in True. Now give me that trash. Kind of quiet actually. Why is it really quiet actually? Yeah, the AO is pretty nice. Obviously now I also have Made Ryosho, which is more AoE for Luxes and whatnot, so. Or just, you know, also in Poise MD. Yo, trash man! Probably the only thing about Wild Hunt Heath obviously is he's not quite as win rate friendly because of all the counter stuff, like the counter gaming. Not as win rate friendly. So I guess you could also, in theory, you could play for win rate gaming, you could just do the counter once to get horse and then just spam win rate. And it probably works. So, dude, I've beaten up like 50 million of you fucking trash cans, okay? I can't remember each one. You are just cans to me. My way I have social anxiety. Flashback to that, like, one tweet or something where they're like, oh my god, it's canon that Trailblazer has social anxiety. She's so relatable, just like me for real, when it's like a jokey answer where she says she has social anxiety. Like, have you seen how... I don't think someone with social anxiety would have as many trolly dialogue options as they do. My chosen one. Sure. Tied to a chair, okay. Hey, social anxiety can be goofy too. No! It's impossible! Okay, no, true, it is fair. It is true. Well, yeah, social anxiety where, you know, you're just not, like, fucking completely incapable of speaking. Unintentional, if you point out to them, they will die. Isn't that some people with social anxiety, they have the social anxiety, but then they also, like, manage to essentially just, like, brute force their way through it. So they don't seem like they have social anxiety, but they are shitting themselves on the inside, like, the whole time. That's like a whole type of person, which is wild. Litter pony. Oh, it really is ponies. Litter pony. I didn't even realize that until now. It's actually pony. Like, they really just went for it, like, all the way. And I'm not sure how I feel about brony references in my Chinese gacha game. Where? Here. I think I need to put my volume up a little bit. It's really quiet. I can barely hear it. Well, because I don't have my headphones on, but volume should be fine-ish for your end, but... Uh-huh. Yep. It is true. We are friend of Trash Can. Distorted? Is that a Project Moo reference? Distortion? No way. No way. Oh, okay, cool. 8 missed calls from Carmen. No, stop. Also, if you remember, yesterday on stream, my mom, for some reason, called me at 11 p.m. And I told her I was a little busy, which I was. And then she said, okay, I'll call you like earlier tomorrow when you're not busy. She didn't call me. I told her like a time, I'll be busy from this hour forward. And she said, okay, I'll call you before that. She didn't. I guess she forgot. Enter battle. Door. What are we doing? Magician. Designated magical teammates. We really do be fighting as trash cans now, huh? Okay. Sums up to 5 minicans in the battle. The more minicans that exist in the battle, the higher damage dealt by all allies. Uh-huh. Only use and switch out the designated characters. Magical teammates. Well, okay. Okay. Friendship ram. Mm-hmm. I think I'll understand better once I actually get in there. I learned by doing. I learned by doing. Okay, I really have one skill. Look at these boys. Look at these boys. Holy shit, they destroyed it. Wait, did they actually, like, Do they give me skill points? Oh, they don't. Okay. Good to know. Oh, not enough. Well, luckily I have Japard. Oh, the fucking... Ah, I was saving my big old ultimate thing, but the woman just died. I want to type Hodor S3 in the chat, but it's too much work. Oh, the copy pasta. Is it actually too many words for YouTube live chat? That's wild. Official trial. Oh yeah, because that was orientation. Bucket rewards. Why is it bucket? Why is it not can rewards? Okay, so we have magician cannot be switched. They give you a bunch of stuff, huh? Guess we just do that. Nope, I should order should maybe be slightly different. Let me see where it says free fits in Twitch chat. Oh god. You need 54 types together. What is the limit on YouTube then? I wonder what the limit is on YouTube because I see like pretty long messages on YouTube often. So I'm like. It's always a little wacky when people like, especially when if there's a bunch of people just throwing out like really long messages. Like that's hard to read, man. Like live when you're the one just like being live and like that's hard to read. Like you have to like pause everything and like scroll up the chat and whatnot to be able to even read the message. Or maybe this is streamer brain. Streamers can only read like one sentence things. 10 words at most. Around 180. Okay. Do I use this? No, we don't know. Yeah. It's all skill effect. I think so specifically for the Hodor thing, it's not necessarily that it's just the skill description or whatever. There's specifically a copy pasta for it, which has been going around. For some reason, I'm not sure why it suddenly now started going around. Like, why now? Okay, is that 5 boys? I have many skill points. Hodor posting. I forgot I had like the AoE thing. Well, I mean, that was AoE as well, I guess. It doesn't even fit all on use. Not surprised. Actually, I wonder what the Twitch character limit is as well. Because also you can send like pretty long messages on Twitch, so. I mean, considering they even have like both Twitch and YouTube have settings. I think Twitch does at the very least. I think YouTube does as well. You literally have settings for like limiting the length of messages. 500? Sheesh. Because use 100 HP per second and deals 202 damage per second to enemies that have either attacked or been attacked by this unit. Attack range +1, max HP plus 60%, attack plus 130%. Each attack goes 5%, and then it doesn't 5% HP. There's still a little bit more. And also the copy pasta has a bunch of fucking emojis, obviously, slapped in between everything. Or even hold on your ticket in chat. HP and his 35% death. Yeah, okay. There's still at least one more sentence. How many trash cans do I have? Can I like you can actually like move this, huh? I don't know how many trash cans I have. Oh, I have 5. No, they all just died. I used this for no reason. No boys. Okay, they spawned them in, so that, yeah, indeed those can go right away. Okay, this worked out well. This worked out. It was all according to plan, actually. It was actually all planned. Trust me. Calculated. Tired of chapter 14 in chat. Ooh. That's a lot of words. I don't think they're gonna let you post an actual novel in chat. Chapter 14 is the new top dog in length for Arcanine story length. It's quite wacky. I can't remember how much it actually is currently, or how much it was. But also every time you have to translate it into like English words to make any sense, because obviously we always get the word length in like we get it in. Oh wait, dude, the trash cans actually, I thought the trash cans like reset, but I guess it actually always keeps 5. Never mind. Yeah, because we always get the word count in Chinese words, so it's actually Chinese character count, which obviously is not exactly accurate to thinking of it like English word novel length or whatever. It's like 60 to 70% lower when you turn it into English words. So I can actually just yeah, it's just like misleading. Which I see it happen a lot because at one point there was someone, or there was like a tracking for specifically English word count, but I think that hasn't been going on for a while now. But then whenever anyone like brings up the word counts in Arcanites, they always get it wrong, and then they speak of Chinese characters as English characters because they just don't realize that that's what they've been given as a number. Which it's a little bit, yes, they're long, but they're like 30 to 40% shorter than what you've just given. So, because then the thing is, they're like, oh, it's the length of a Lord of the Rings book, which it no longer is once you actually translate the word count. So every time if I see that somewhere, I usually like comment to sort of fix it. Like, oh, by the way, no. What do you mean? What do I mean? What do I mean? Also, fucking there's just there's Monster Hunter posting happening, and my god, they are testing my addiction with the wild stuff. Translating Chinese to English blows letter count by at least 50%. Well, yeah, letter count, but that's why you translate into words. When you're translating word count to word count. Not letters, or sort of like not characters. But from Chinese characters to English words, it's actually less. Because a Chinese word will often have multiple characters. But all of the Chinese word, like quote unquote word counts, use character counts. And that's the metric, that's the number that gets like shared around, because that's the easiest one to get and have. Because you could just very easily get the character amount for a text. So then you kind of have to like, it's like weirdly translate it to English, which isn't, you know, an exact science or whatever, because that obviously completely depends on the text. So it's just kind of like, it's around 60 to 70% less words. Yeah, oh yeah, obviously if you did character count, English would have way more. Jay's skill description has 117 words, while Argenti's whole kit have 122. Argenti's a simple man. He's a simple man. He knows what he does. He knows what he wants. He looks good doing it. What's to complain? He's a man of the people. A man of the woman and a man of the men. Oh, hey, March. To get a car, you need 3 characters in Chinese and like these 3 actual words. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Because they use characters. I mean, same thing for Japanese kanji as well. Multiple quote-unquote words for one word. As much as I hate the gameplay, I must admit Starless twinks are very attractive. That is a take. That's a take. It might be true. It's quite a take. Yeah, you can't. You can't really compare it. No. Which is why, yeah, it's like, if you are going for word count or whatever, it's like, it's a grain of salt. It's like just to give you some idea on like maybe how long something like a text is, because they function so differently. Not pody. Yeah, we totally know each other. Actually, we do, but we met 5 minutes ago. The Echoer? Wait, when did that happen again? Do we have that name? Did I forget something? Has been activated. Right, yeah, because we get a different, like, whatever, magician. Okay. Yeah, because you get a different, whatever, ability. Minicans when using a skill, when all characters perform counters, minicans consume kinetic points and deliver follow-up attacks. Cool. And then you get, well, now maybe I'm not using my own, my own one, considering she's level 20. Oh, incredible picture, by the way. I like how they're using the fucked up bounty poster pictures for the characters. Yo, ultra gold. The rarest form of trash can. Look at that. So beautiful. I guess I can just spam ultimate. Yeet. 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 This is the weirdest follow-up attack team I've ever had. Yeet. Okay, we do also, right, yeah, when you use it, so does it happen for this ultimate as well? Do the face was super realistic Hoder RTX on. Oh god, I wish, man, I wish I looked like Hoder. Dude, I wouldn't be streaming. I'd be like a model or something. Like, come on, or doing like Own Me if I was Hoder. That man is a piece of cake. A wedding cake. Hoder Vito. I feel like you could possibly get into, if you actually just made Hoder as a VTuber model, I feel like that might be getting a little bit too much into some form of copyright infringement, so. I wonder how my probably the trial Clara is probably actually better than mine, but maybe not Tingyin. Maybe I use my own Tingyin. My Tingyin's fairly good. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, because you only use it on fucking thing. Would I? Oh, I guess I use it on Clara? Clara? Spamming spacebar. Actually, I wonder if you can even when I spam spacebar even do it. Probably not actually, unless I'm stupid. What I think is funny, call him man, he can spam his fucking S3. Yeah. Eat is funny, man. So things are just happening. Just saying it's for educational purposes. Educating how handsome he is. Yeah, I'm sure that'll work. For sure. He's gotta. I mean, he has to. Do I have to keep using this or do I actually just use normal attack? I think I can use normal attack as well. Yeet. Executing. Hodor is a little cute as well. He can, I know Hodor is for sure a little cute because he's like the burliest man ever, covered in scars and whatnot. But then he's also actually just a massive fucking nerd. Dude, I love Hodor. He's great. Bam, bam, bam. Things are just happening. Let me use my ultimate spam. Golden trash can man. Guess I use that? Clara needs energy. Whack. No! Got the thing off. I kinda don't want to use his ultimate when she is this close. Stand stay far. Yo, huge golden man. Also, now it's actually, now because stuff is actually happening, it is way louder. Pop, 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 pop. That's rude. Kick. Oh, he has AoE now. Huge. I could reuse this. He's angry. Bap. Yeah, I do want to get to use Wild Hunt Heath a little more, really get a feel for him. Because he does just seem very fun. The only thing that I'm like, damn, is that, yes, the counter is kind of like Ruina, where it can clash, but it's not quite the same because it won't get reused. Unless I'm remembering wrong, and that the reusable counter was also a special thing in Ruina and not the default. Did it remove infinite reuse at some point? Obviously, evade still worked the same, but because I feel like I remember the counters being just infinite reuse. That's the wrong fucking person. Why are you targeting her? Extracting made you invincible. Okay, the main thing that I remember is obviously, you know, just fucking Geburaing it. You know, Gebura counter. That's like the main thing I remember. Where it was just like, you know, fuck you. I take no damage because my counter clashes higher than most things in the game. And it's just infinite. I forgot that this I can do this here. Am I like playing wrong? I feel like I have so much to do. I have like one thing go really. Reuse kind of. Oh yeah, was it? Yeah, it might have been reuse counter effect kills. Maybe. I'm trying to remember because it obviously has been a while since I actually played Ruina, so. No. I should have used... Fuck, I didn't... Shit, I didn't use the shield. A huge mistake. Counters were added in Orbit Nightmare. They were reusable until you lost the dive during Star. After some time that Holly came out, lost the infinite reuse. Oh, okay. Huh. Maybe I just remember wrong then on exactly how counters work. Actually, maybe I should be using this on March to get more ultimates to buff the thing here. But she kind of needs to. Does reuse counter kills? Yeah, but it's pretty okay. Yeah, I'm not just misremembering how counters exactly were in Ruina. It's not like I played Ruina because I played Ruina once it was finished. So it's not like I played it in the beta and so on. I think I've been missing this whole thing, so it hasn't been working as intended, which is why I've had less damage than I should have. Oopsie. Phase 2, but I'm this fucking close to end. Yeet. I remember Hawkma doing Arco and playing their bones. Fucking Hawkma balls. Bonk. Bonk. Yeah, I think I'm running out of turns! No, I fucked something up! How could this happen? No! How did this happen? I think I was not using the shield enough. Or something. Well, this should still be going far. So is that the event has charge gifts primarily in my yeah. Well, not sure as hell not an issue for me because I've not taken the event pack to not get spoiled. Ah, she fucked up. I didn't want to use that Tingian ultimate yet, but... Fuck, who did I use it on? Okay, well, that's fine. That's okay. Yeah, I'm waiting to get to use Wild Heath in a sinking run. Sure, they have surely the Fate Stay Night collab. I mean, there's no fucking way they don't, have like the whole Clara. Not Iris Veil, that's the older one. The character. Some kind of, haha, look, they are pretty much the same. Ilya, yeah. I was thinking of her mom. But for some reason, I only remember her mom's name. Clearly, 2 Fate Zero pilled. Ew. Spam. I guess maybe I should be using this ultimate on her though to get the gold up as fast as possible. With Heracles with Bazaka. I don't know if I should be using this ult every time it is, but maybe this doesn't matter that much. Solo with Wild Heath is funny. Yeah, fuck your stagger, I have a horse is pretty great. Yeah, he does seem like he can really do a lot of funny solo stuff. Rage seems to be one of his bang. Who the fuck did I put it on again? Okay, that's fine. I'm not paying attention. I'm so used to those kind of ultimates actually automatically targeting who I want them to now for some reason. Because they fixed it, they changed it to targeting at some point and it actually started functioning like how I wanted it to. Most of the time. Kind of feel bad being level 79 while you have a bunch of 120 level friends in your base. This doesn't really matter, like, cause especially after a certain point, the HQ level kind of says nothing. It's not really. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really do anything. Fuck! I didn't do the thing. I can have more turns now, at least. And also, as a, you know, 120 HQ player who has been that for years, I don't really care. It's like, it's not something that I think about, really. I think more about, I'm more like, did you give me clue? Because I also rarely use supports in Arknights, so even those matter a lot less to me. Not something I'm like terribly worried about. I don't think there's any reason to be like feeling bad over it. The 120s are fine on their own. Like, for them, just like clues and that sort of stuff matters more. He got rags. It'll shatter the heavens. Fuck! I didn't check again. Oh, that's fine, I guess. This is not putting it on fucking... What's her name? Can't remember her name. What is it? What this woman called? Maybe I should save this actually. To charge this up faster. Oh, okay. Pew. Pick. Pew. Pick. Okay, yeah, this should be fine. I just indeed did something wrong last time. I guess I wasn't spamming the shield every time. Pick. Oh, he's just gonna die. This isn't good. Okay. Goodbye. Oh fuck, there's one more wave? Oh hell, get out of here. Get slapped on. No, I left Ultra Gold. Don't have the kicks anymore. Yeet. Kick. The fuck, that did like nothing. Artistic sense too. Man, some of these ego gift names do not say that much to me. I have not started remembering ego gift names. I pretty much just look at the images. I'm like, oh, that's that thing. That's that thing. That does the thing. Names? I could never. Where more trash can? Who is it this time? Hello? Oh, goodness gracious, it's Sampo. Why did they make the Finnish man in this game an insane scammer and like suspicious individual? Brax makes my XP lock to -50 when I use Midas coin. Yeah, that is a fucking Heath ego gift for sure. Holy. My favorite customer. Yep. I think it is. Penance is also Acheron's ENVA. I have Arknights open. Well, shit, I don't have Dorothy. Never mind, I can't check. Penance I can check. Yeah, Allegra Clark. Allegra Clark is Penance at the very least, and she's also Acheron, yeah. I don't have Dorothy, so I could actually check instantly. They are? Okay, yeah. She's really good. I really like Allegra Clark. Every role I hear from her is, like, really good. So surprised. Yeah, she has range as well. I was like, wait, Penance is the same voice actor? Like, damn. Okay. I mean, there's at least, I mean, Penance and Acheron have a similar sort of kind of a deepness in voice and so on, but obviously the performance is completely different because Penance is, you know, like Italian accent. She's pulling a full-on, you know, Italian in Penance. So it's like, huh, okay. And yeah, she's great as Acheron. Like, for sure, one of the best dub performances or EN dub performances in Star Rail. And if I wasn't, you know, completely married to Japanese voices for anything Honkai, I would be completely happy hearing her performance. Yes, I will take trial, Natasha. Skill, if there's an empty slot on the enemy side, summons one hazardous waste on the enemy side. At the same time, goes all hazardous waste on the enemy side to immediately take action. Button effects. Dot. Turn the energy mode. Allow mini-cannons coins to immediately take action. Immediately take action. Okay, I mean, it's a weird, funky little dot thing, huh? Incredibly. Actually, are we getting new photo? Did Sampo have one? One of these, fucked up wanted posters? Yeah. I didn't really need to use Natasha's ult, it's literally just for healing if you need it. Also, just on the topic of EN dubs, the Arknight's EN dub at this point is like really good. It's kind of wild how just like ever since they started taking a very different direction with all the accents and just general the performance being way less anime, the EN dub has been like almost every new EN dub voice is like, damn, that's kind of good. To which a friend, I believe I described it as scarily good, to which a friend replied like, wild how just not being anime and having some accents counts as scarily good. It's like, yeah, the bar is pretty low, but hey, it's still good. Turn KR dub in Arknight. Now every once in a while I do a double tape because I can't discern KR voices as good and not always notice when I heard a VA. Yeah, I also could not like I could not hear the difference between like a lot of KR voices. Like I will not recognize like, oh hey, that's the same actor. Also, props to just a reverse 1999 in general. I feel like they kind of how would I say, like, I feel like they kind of pushed the EN dubbing kind of forward a little. Even if there was some really rough stuff in reverse 1999 as well. Like, the quality was really kind of all over the place, especially at the start of the game. I don't actually play the game, I've heard it and I've had friends who play it. But I feel like they really pulled, sort of pushed forward this general, like, EN dubbing, where it's like, what if we don't do just like the normal anime dub? and instead have like accents and people actually just speaking in French. And what if there's a French character, they actually just sometimes speak in French. It's like, oh, that's like fucking cool. Like, yes, please. That's the kind of thing that I want to hear, I feel like, in an EN dub, where it's like actually you start getting a bunch of like languages and cultures and whatnot. Rather than everyone speaks in the same type of English. Okay, well, I have my own Luocha, which I'll use. Because it is probably better than the trial. Also, KR dubs are sometimes kind of funky. Where sometimes, like, so there's a weird, like, dichotomy. There's either, like, the insanely good stuff. And then sometimes you get, like, actually, I feel like more rarely, but it might just be the games or the dubs that I've heard. But then sometimes there's some of the KR dubs which is just like, what the fuck is going on? Why does this particular character have, like, the most squeaky anime girl voice ever to be heard? Like, it doesn't fit them at all. But they just go with it for some reason. It's like, Hey there, Pambu. You love this game as well, huh? It's funny how you love all these games you've never played. What's up? Do you have actually a day off today, actually? Or is it just too early to be getting smashed somewhere? He is a gamer. He's got my friend Olympus and he's adamant on keeping his newbie banner until Walt wants to have a chance at getting mihoyo. Wait, is that how it works? He's saving it specifically so that he can wait for Walt. And then what? The Walt stuff is actually in the pool then? That is a wild way to go about it. Day off, baby? Holy. Unheard of. Yeah, that, okay, well, I mean, sure, I mean, we're fairly close to Wulp, so it can actually make sense. You know, we're like a couple weeks off, maybe. But still, that's a direction to take it. The character is the same as, wait, who's Hoel? Hoel? Shit, I don't know what this shit was. So Civ 700 decided to play some Civ. Yeah, well, that's gonna be your entire day off, for sure. Yeah, I did also see the Civ 7, like, gameplay stuff and whatnot. It's kind of like, damn, I haven't played Civ in how many years? A few cold carros. Couple of beers. Crazy Snake. Oh. That hoe. Paul Hayak. I believe... What do I call her? I think I just call her Ho-Ho. Ho-Ho, but not Ho-Ho as in Hoder Ho-Ho. Because I also sometimes call it Hoder Ho-Ho. But it's like Ho, as in, you know, H-O-E, Ho. Okay, yeah, Snake Lady. I feel like with KR dubs, I think they may be a complete insane speculation. But I think they have somewhat like a smaller pool of VAs. So I feel like you get a lot of like, oh, this is the same VA for this and this one. What did I eat today? I remember that I didn't eat this day, so I have some chicken soup. Now that you say that, I actually forgot to eat before stream. My fave streamer, thank you. I forgot to eat before stream. That's rare. That does not happen often. I'm pretty fucking consistent with my eating. What the fuck? How did I forget? Now that you say that, now I'm like hungry. I'm instantly hungry now that I've been reminded that I haven't eaten. I very rarely actually forget to just completely forget to eat like that. What the fuck? I'm gonna have to, dude, I'm gonna have to like grab a little food. What the fuck? How? And if I am eating, I have some chicken and some pesto pasta and whatnot. But what the fuck? How did I forget? It was wild. Ow. Oh, thank God she resisted. That would have sucked ass if she didn't. Oh, there's no room for my trash. Oh, never mind. Okay, it's fine. Same was ho-ho for Japanese. Oh, for Japanese. Oh, yeah, it is. It's, Tawashiro, yeah. I don't know how I didn't put that together. I guess I just wasn't thinking. Yeah, it's Sawashiro. Does all the maze in the Honkai. Also does Raiden in Genshin. And yeah, does Hoyoverse. I used to have an excuse of having a medical condition, not feeling hungry in general. What did I don't know. I guess I just wasn't quite hungry enough at like the usual eating time, slightly like later breakfast or something. Also, I was busy doing something. Like, I was checking a bunch of stuff before stream, and I guess that distracted me enough that then I just like forgot. Well, these enemies can cause your brain to deteriorate. Yeah, true. It's all true. No, not that one. I don't need a skill. I think I just do normal. Use the ultimate. Actually, I probably will just grab this food once this fucking thing is over. Okay, good. Get lightning. Ew, icky. Just normal. Fuck! I didn't switch back to normal. It's fine. Okay. Slap. Slap. Okay, goodbye. Okay, I should actually just fucking grab that food since I actually just straight up forgot. Yeah, I don't, because yeah, now that I've been reminded that I somehow didn't eat, I'm fucking actually hungry. Stomach like growling. Fucked up. Hey there, Flipper. Okay, I'll go to the kitchen and try and get my food done. I'll try and put my mic so I can like yell towards it maybe. I have no idea if you can hear me, but I'm yelling. It might function. I get my food out of the fridge. I get a bowl so that I can only use a fork. I get fork. I dump food in bowl. I need to cut this up a little bit. I dumped more food in bowl. I put bowl in microwave. My neighbors probably hate me. I'm also now out of chicken. I have to cook at some point. Food is in microwave. You can't see emotes. 7TV broke. Congrats on 530 crew, thank you. I kind of half-cheesed it pretty much. Kitchen cam when. I probably can set up the, whenever I do end up getting the face cam, I probably can set it up so I can turn it to face my kitchen, considering the shape of my apartment. My dumbass put 30 seconds on the microwave instead of a minute 30. Let him cook. Honestly, cooking stream could honestly kind of be fun. If I can actually get, like, cameras at, like, to the actual cooking area. And not just, like, a weird camera angle from the PC towards the kitchen. I guess, well, that's one of the reasons why I feel like having camera instead of just like a PNG and whatnot would be fun. Just capable of doing stupid shit like that. Of like, oh fuck, I didn't eat. Let me turn my camera to the kitchen. Entered my friend's Discord server. The most recent message was, do not fuck corpses. What's going on there that you have to actually, like, remind people of this thing? Like, huh? Microwave ready. All right, I have my chicken pesto pasta. No, I didn't read these 200+ messages. I mean, well, they didn't, but they might have been embracing it, which is why someone had to remind them to not. Okay, I guess I'll small break as I just eat. Also, is this like super quiet? There's barely anything going on. Like, this menu is insanely quiet. I guess I eat food. Mix it up a little bit so that it warms up more evenly. This is why, however, honestly, I mainly eat leftovers. I cook like twice a week at most, and then I just eat leftovers. I will never understand people who actually cook every time they, like, eat. Like, how the fuck do you do that? That is so much effort for one meal. I could never. I just wouldn't be eating if that was the case. Up. I'm gonna take out 5 days out of 10. Maybe if I had more money, I would also. But also, this apartment is kind of annoying for takeout because they can't actually get up to my apartment door. I'd have to go pick it up from, like, the front door every time. Actually thinking, like, 3 to 5 hours a week is when I can properly cook. Sheesh, that's a lot. Probably making for more than one person. Yeah, I mean, okay, yeah, if you're making for more than one person, I mean, yeah, if you're like if you're a mom cooking for an entire family, it's hard to make enough food for it to last more than one day. Or one meal. But, like, if you're, like, a one person, or even just, like, 2 people, I feel like it's so easy to just cook a big batch of something and eat it, like, for multiple days. Or gourmet, yeah. Like every now and then, okay, sure. But as like a regular thing, I don't know how you would. Unless like cooking is your thing. If it's your okay, fair. It could be your hobby. If your hobby is actually just cooking, then sure, because then that's like, because then it's like it's not time out of your free time or out of doing other things. You're lonely. No, see, but I love being lonely. That's the thing, however, dude. I thrive on being alone. That is like that is my best life. Like I'm living my best life when it's me alone in an apartment. I actually just I suffer if I have other people in the building or in the house. What? I dropped a piece of pasta. Shit, where'd it go? How did it disappear? What the fuck? It's like a pencil at school. Huh? How'd it happen? I found it. Covered in fucking carpet, though. No, I did not eat it. Cooking is good coping mechanism. Yeah, fair. You know, yeah, I guess it's more so that I just see cooking as mainly a food is. I mean, I enjoy food, but also 90% of the time, food is like a thing you have to do. How's the food? Decent. Simple. Easy. Reheats well. What more could you want? Could have been a little bit more, though, I think. Could have been a little bit more. I don't think I have any snacks. Out of 10? Shit, on just like food scale, like every food I've ever had. Like a 5. But that's like, that's what a daily food intake usually would be, I feel like. It's like a 5. And then you have the whole rest of the scale for like when you somehow made a really good batch. Or, you know, you're actually eating like the good shit. Sinclair X Monster Chromer. Ooh. Yee. She looks goofy in a maid outfit? What, wait, Monster Chromer in a maid outfit? Just like, alright, is that an 8K reference? Holy. Yum. Maybe I should just finish this food instead of trying to input things in the game at the same time. Mini can evolve. As all it loses or recovers a certain amount of HP, the mini can evolves. Okay. What, we get like a blade or something here? Monster. I almost choked. Jesus Christ. Monster form, but in maid outfit. That's a big maid outfit. She's quite large in monster form. Cute fang, except I'm thinking it's like an actual massive gnarly fang. Not like the usual anime girl fang. I could have had a little bit more food, actually. I'm eating a pizza later anyway. Alright, take my plate away. just gonna wash my hands. Just remember, there's a football game modern show is AK vs. Olympus Company. Oh yeah. You're talking about the 4chan football tournament? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, those are sometimes quite fun. I did also have a little dessert. I had some real geezers will know. I had some sukulaku, some licorice. Nom, nom, nom. Only time I liked football. So true and real. Oh, we have two. Oh, okay, yeah, guys, okay. That's some good shit. He knows. He knows. Uh-huh. I gotta... What the... Sneeze. What the fuck? Holy shit. I'm gonna have an aneurysm. I was gonna sneeze, and then it stopped at like 95% for some reason. It just didn't come out. I think I might actually die. Sorry, wrong shit. What the fuck? Holy. I've never been blue-balled by a sneeze so hard. Holy shit. Oh, that feels wrong. It feels like something went like Ori in my like fucking body. Good God. Jesus. Some fatsermito croccante. Damn. Wish I had some of that. I have some ice cream in the fridge, but... Oh, really just fucking consume all that HP. Fucking sneeze edging, yeah. That was the craziest edge, man. Never been edged so hard in my life. Get some lip balm on. Alright, why did I not action advance? The fuck am I doing? Jesus. Sorry about that. He's going? He's slapping? Woof. I'm still feeling the like aftershocks of that sneeze edge, man. It actually fucked me up. For good. Actually, I didn't need to do that, did I? It's like a useless action advance. Slap. Oh, okay, good. Goodbye. Finish it off. Wait. Start challenge. Oh, well, okay. Yep, this sure is my usual team. Holy. Actually just giving me my, like, one of my meta teams. Slept. I'm actually wondering, do I action? I think I should just action advance. Jingly though. Speed up. I want to do this first, then. Slap. Jinglu this motherfucker. Slap, 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 slap. Hey there, Vex. Kick. Rude. Rude. Oh shit. Wrong button. Fuck! I didn't get that energy for Jinglu, you bastard! Oh, I have fucking no skill points. 2 trash can events in a row. Where was there? Was it 2 trash can events? Oh yeah, there was. Yeah. That was the one where you fucking take photos of them. That stupid one. Fucking Pokemon Snap, but it's trash cans. Almost like I already forgot about that one. Wild. I mean, dude, they really want to give us some trash cans. They're important to the lore. Yeah, they're right in the middle. Slappy. Yep. Burr. Some ult. Oh, there's actually just 2. Oh, nice heal. Oh, ultimate right away. Don't mind if I do. Bonk. Tomorrow's the last day of Gamescom. There's not really much to. I feel like there's probably not going to be much, really much happening. Like I feel like all the big stuff already happened in the first 3 days. By which I mainly mean that the first 3 days had loads of Monster Hunter Wilds streams and whatnot. Which I was eating them up. My addiction coming back full force. Yesterday I pulled Sparkle and I realized I kind of don't need her in any team I have. Man actually just saw Gamba chance and went for it without thinking. Yeah, biggest stuff is always like first and second day. But also there's the fact that the first day is kind of not first day because not everyone can get in yet. So then there's first day and then there's first day for like the general public. Which I guess is why, yeah, like in a way first and second. Yeah, it just means that I've ended up being like actually hyped up for whenever Wilds releases, like probably early next year and leaks. God, I sure wish there was a fucking claim all button. You have claim all buttons in so many other places, but not here. And there's just one left, huh? Damn, I was 1 day early where this isn't open yet. Fucked up. How could this happen? I did Pure Fiction. Right, but I was like ever so slightly off the last fucking thing. It was like or RNG after that. It's probably with Fei Xiao, it's all part of the plan. Trust, trust, trust. And Fei Xiao also has like, you know, other supports that can also work quite well. Right now, for Fei Xiao, I'm kind of right now very much, I guess, waiting for people to actually properly analyze everything to kind of better know what her gameplay will actually be like. And what her team is and what her gameplay will actually end up being like. I feel like I can't really glean it completely from the current, like, hits we know. Especially since there was some changes from the initial one. And a couple more this week as well. And probably the one that's this week is mostly the final one. Just because last week of beta or whatever rarely has much going on for it. Put her in full up team spam mode. I mean, pretty much, yeah. But it's more so like, what are the absolute best ones, and then what are like their alternatives and so on. Oh, what the fuck? Yes. You gotta get that weakness breaking. I guess we also have to actually kill them as well. So maybe you should have honestly. I don't know if a skill. Actually, skill probably wouldn't give me enough. Just kind of fucked up. Someone just called W Corp Otis bad. Interesting. Robin Inventory Toba is probably the best team. Probably, yeah. Probably, yeah. Because does Robin's extra attacks count as follow-ups? I don't think they do. It's just more damage, isn't it? Yeah, I heard the space station bosses really do be having the bangers. Yeah, they're not follow-ups. They're just like extra damage. Apparently having 2 coins on S2 automatically means unit is useless. Damn. Like if guide makers or TCS for Limbus really hurts. Yeah, it is like niche game issue, I guess, where you don't have a bunch of different people actually putting out PCs and whatnot. Yeah, the advance forward, yeah, true. Also, I mean, just her buffs in general kind of work on anyone. Kind of, because they're just shit ones. RIP. I guess I will do this first and then we'll disperse. I think Senga's a one story seal, so he's bad. It's true, it's all true. They're actually trying to use Grid, dude. Just because he kind of needs more energy. He's not getting hit enough. This guy's alright, but he doesn't post often. RIP. The good ones have other things to do with their lives as well. Up, 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 up. I have a bad feeling about this whole thing though. Just this boss. This particular apocalyptic shadow. To fucking get this fucker. This is weakness broken now, but it's gonna recover like right away. Yep. Cause no fucking roommate. At least that's good. At all. Yeah, you can't cover every unit, yeah. When there's quite a few units coming out, yeah, hard to cover every unit. Especially when I'm assuming he also is not doing he's not doing this stuff, you know, as like a full-time thing. Obviously a lot of the guide makers for the bigger games can actually do that in streaming as, you know, almost a full-time job, so. Which helps quite a lot. I should have actually saved that ultimate. Even that might honestly mainly be for Hoyo game guide makers and maybe at this point Withering Waves as well. Man, boy is tanky. So much tankier than in the previous level. He's fucking down for a million years. My action value is just going down, but this should kill without all the debuffs, but I guess I'll do these first, however. What teacher was XD? Play with XD. Well, yeah, it's probably better now because people are more familiar with the game. I feel like that's the main thing. It's like, okay, yeah, you're not necessarily familiar with the game. Like, not what exactly the math and whatnot ends up being is obviously not clear at the start of the game. Also, I mean, with Wiba specifically, there's also just a lot of like, you know, there's a lot more like skill diff. Because some characters can be so much more skill-based. I feel like that's an issue with most of the big gacha communities. Welt on life support? Yeah, I didn't get the fucking ult on time. This is not gonna help, I think. I think Welt might just be dead. Unfortunate. Yep. Goodbye, Welt. Well, because I didn't fucking get... Because he got fucking CC'd. So I didn't get the shield out either on time. This might be dead. Yeah, once I get to second phase, I actually just end up dying. Fucking Jeopard is not enough. Remember launch Olympus when we actually used Mother to Sinclair? Yeah, the start of a game, entire, like, everyone's just clueless. So it's not surprising that there's a bunch of, like, just shit. Like, no one knows fucking anything. I think this one's... one hand should... Okay, yeah, both hands are not broken at least. A little bit more energy, please. Thank you. Yep, keep hitting him. Keep doing it. Filled with elitists who think they're better than other gacha, but forgetting he's still a gacha. Yeah, that is true. Well, I think it's because... The reason why it's kind of almost like ended up like that is because of the, like, just insane fucking franchise war they created with Hoyo. The Wuwa community, especially... it probably still does. But from what I've seen, they kind of have like this... They have an insane inferiority complex, but also a superiority complex at the same time. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, choose one at least or something. So they really, really want to prove that they're better than mainly Hoyo game. Because, I mean, let's also be real, that is the more direct competitor for Wuwa. Called being bipolar. Well, at least I guess I'll maybe possibly get to at least to the health bar, but don't know if I have enough damage. I should get an ult. Okay, yeah, good. I could just die anyway. You're gonna lie. No, I don't want that to happen actually. Hopefully it cancels that. He didn't cancel it! All people who are pointing out bugs, problems instead of thinking help them. Yeah, exactly. Like the thing is that they were and probably still somewhat are so defensive about it that yeah, you end up in a situation where it's just like they are super defensive about everything. Even the slightest thing that you might say against it, no matter how valid it is, becomes, oh, you just don't like Wuthering Waves because it's not Hoyo or whatever, because they have this inferiority complex and then they're insanely defensive about their game. How much every did you have in first sight? I can't remember. This for sure is not 3 stars though, that much I know. Because I was pretty low on first half as well, I think. Okay, well, not as low as I thought. Okay, I'm still a fair bit off. 6,300 is yeah, 6,600 is, yeah, okay, yeah, so I'm 1,000 points off. That's not even that close. But it's also 1 star off, so that's fine. I'm cool with that. With my teams. Last 4 stages on with the pick, yeah. Usually like that last like. Unless you happen to have like the meta teams and the ones that really work well for a particular mode and whatnot, that last like star is always kind of just fucked up. They're like, yeah, it's a lot of effort for, you know, a tiny bit more reward and, you know, more EP. Just like the last 50 kills. The last 50 kills on Annie, though, that's actually a big deal because you need to unlock. You're trying to unlock the annihilation skips, but it is the 50. Yeah, the last 50 kills is most of the work in an annihilation, but it's also more important and gives you more rewards than like the last star in Abyss or whatever. And depending on the form of Abyss, it's not even necessarily the last star. It's like the last 3 stars. Like you get the same rewards for getting 1 star under and 3 stars under max. So even less. It's like, oh, wow, cool. Well, we finished that, and I got most of what I wanted from it. I'm not gonna bother retry. Well, okay, for Apocalyptic Shadow, I don't think I even have a chance of making it to the last. Pure Fiction, I could, in theory, get that last one, but it's just like, it does so little. It's so little. Also, I really don't have that much to buy here, huh? Do not have much to buy. Also, I mean, these are also like, whatever. Pretty much all of these are like boost cares. Some of them minorly good for one specific use or something. QPQ is good, yeah, decent. Yeah, this is pretty. I do have this one maxed out because it is like one of the actual good ones. And that's also easy to get. And this can be obviously good on some. You know, this can be like a budget Bronya, for example. Like if you don't have another Lycan for Bronya, this can be really good. Or Sparkle, I guess, as well. I feel like most of these new ones are also like very, like they're weirdly specific, or like just kind of like, when would this really be worked that well? Good on Bronya, but probably buy her. Yeah, but that's the thing with Bronya is, yeah, you can buy her signature from shop, so then it's like, it's only good until you have the signature. What is real max? DPS Gallagher. DPS Gallagher. Yeah, this is also just like it is okay on Gallagher, but he also has like other ones. But also with a lot of the support ones, also you have the whole thing where like you'll have like some 3-star. Like if you don't need the extra stats, then there's some 3-stars that just have a really useful effect. Destruction one. Was it this one or was it the other one actually? No, not this one. Yeah, this one. Yeah, this is also decent on Blade, yeah. But it also at the same time it only takes effect on ultimate, so yeah, meshing cogs and multiplication is the whole thing where it's like, yep, just use these. You don't need any harmony or abundance like codes. You have meshing cogs and multiplication. Yeah, this is also this is like a decent the actual like sort of truly free to play like cone for like a Blade. But then also like you probably have some gacha 4-star that's like better, even at somewhat lower dupes. So then it's like Genshin also has a couple which are like specific good in some specific situations, but I feel like less than in like less than in Genshin or Star Rail. Just because I feel like in Genshin, usually the like just the base stats usually end up mattering more, and some of the effects just aren't. Yeah, I feel like there's less sort of crazy or like really good effects. Oh hey old bot, goodbye bot. Booping them 4 on non-attack skill. Yeah. And actually like Harbinger, for example, can actually be a really good choice for what like fucking freeze Ayaka and whatnot. There's not even just at non-attack scalers, even some attack scalers, just because the effect can be strong enough. And if the effect is like strong and easy enough to keep up with in some specific situation with like Ayaka freeze, then yeah, it's good. What was I supposed to look at? Inventory. Good day, good night, Shelpad. You right fucker. Hyper's doing numbers. Yeah, he'll really. I have a lot of stuff. Yeah, it really is like Star Rail though. It really you have fucking multiplication, which is like okay, that's just insanely good for almost any healer if they don't need actual numbers or you don't have the signature. Star Rail good? Yeah, I enjoy Star Rail. It's not like my favorite game of all time, but there's a fair amount of things that I enjoy about it, and I'm Honkai Impact pilled, which helps it a lot. It's like almost, it is a big part on why I started Star Rail at all and eventually got back into it, was Impact 3rd stuff. Did you renew your posting license? Oh, you got a fucking license for that stream? Clara's feet better. Don't ask me, man. Don't ask me. She lives in like a snowy area as well. It makes no sense. Even if most of the time she might be getting carried by a large robot man. Still makes no sense. Someone just has a thing for feet. Because also Yoon Lee, who is just Clara, but better, also bare feet. What's up with that? Huh? Who out here would they fucking toes out? Who at mihoyo being like, bro, come on, let me make another character. I'll put their toes out. I'll fucking put their grippers out there for free, man. HR feet obsession. Is the C intro somehow more feety? It's weird hearing Robin singing another thing other than Welcome to My... This is my favorite song. Out of all the Robin songs, this one is my favorite, actually. And I don't have Robin, so I don't have Robin Ultimate Brain Rot. Like this one, and then the... I think it's the one that is on during the boss fight. Those are probably my favorite Robin songs. Haven't played much post-release of Blade. Yeah, that was a while ago. It was a year ago. Over a year ago, I think. Do not look them up. This is the thing where you kind of have to pull characters to partake in hard content. A little bit, yeah. A little. Oh, what the fuck? YouTube chat was like weirdly behind. What the fuck? It suddenly popped up a whole bunch of messages. The shit? YouTube, you okay there? Fine with my old guy. I mean, well, it depends on what you're obviously looking to do. I have the boss scene with Argenti in the train. Nice. It depends on what you're trying to do. If you just want to go through story, then no problem. But yeah, like actually getting to like the high end, or like the doing the hard content or whatever, yeah, that could be rough. And not even necessarily just because of the guys you have, though, I mean that as well. But also probably since you stopped around Blade, they probably just aren't like fully leveled and properly geared. And so on. But like, yeah, Sailor is still like pretty good. Like Sailor can still do a lot, so. Just a good Sailor team can still do a lot. Honestly, skip Robin because you can't turn off ult song. Now that is you are not the same as other people. You know, some characters are for sure aged better than others. Like Sailor's aged pretty decently overall. Just because she was pretty over-tuned from the start, so, and can scale quite decently. Too many gacha games, man. I like them gachas. It's true. I think I've said at some point, but yeah, like my sort of mental limit, not even mental limit, mental and time limit and so on is around like 3 gachas at once. And even that can get rough if there's a lot going on in all of them. And like for sure, it's like 2 gachas are more active, and then one is kind of in the background, sort of just coasting along, and then they switch every now and then. If I generally, I feel like I would be more comfortable with like 2, yeah. But then there somehow usually ends up being like 1 more where I'm like, I really do kind of want to do that one. And then I have to like, I kind of force it in a little bit and just sort of somewhat change the amount of attention I'm giving them. Like, okay, this one gets a little bit less attention for a while. This gets a little more and so on. And then I just kind of move them around a little bit of like what's getting all like most of my attention, depending on what's going on and what I'm feeling like more invested in. One active, one passive, and flex slot. Yeah, I feel like that's also like a decent one. It really is like, if you, honestly, anyone who's doing more than 3, especially like actively, I'm just like, you are not okay, man. Like, do you need help? Is this a cry for help? Because Jesus Christ, how are you functioning as a human being? That is a lot. That's like, what the fuck? Not only just mentally, but also like, do you have money? Like, do you have a house over? Like, do you have an apartment? Like, how are you affording this? No streamer that does for. See, for streamers though, the thing is, I feel like they have a little bit more leeway if they're doing streaming as like almost like a full-time job. They have more time to then put into the games because they gotta be streaming anyway. And then they have a bunch of people throwing money at them to do more roles. So you kind of get like a kickback from streaming stuff. So Gojo coming where everyone called him the strongest, but is every other meta ID calling Walton he's the strongest? If you're not having the fun with the game, money sold immediately. Yeah, I mean that's like the healthiest way. If you're just doing it for doing it and not having fun with it, or like at the very least like there's something you're looking forward to in it, then it's like, okay, but why are you playing it? If you're not having, there's nothing you're looking forward to, and the actual just like gameplay part daily is like not fun for you. What the fuck? Like, why are you playing it? Time I played like 5. Ooh. I think the most I've gone to is like 4, and it was very quickly too much, and I put something on like something was, you know, removed from the lineup for a while. Like I haven't been doing Genshin for months now, and maybe I return once there's like new big content, short like return just for like the story or something, but I'm even doubting that a little bit. Because it feels like there's not that much time looking forward to in anything that's like coming up almost. Use the Annie sounds kind of cool. Yeah, there's some stuff in the Annie that's sort of interesting. Some stuff in there, yeah. But for some reason, it's maybe it's because I'm currently also like going through Limbus and whatnot. There's not enough mental space for me to really get very excited about like any of the new Genshin stuff coming out. Indeed, the resources are taken up for the other games that I'm more in, and because then there's some games that kind of don't really get put on the back burner. Like, I just don't ever temporarily drop like Arknights or something, because that shit is my first love. I'm obsessed, I'm addicted, I'm always there. And for me, most of the time, it's pretty easy to keep up with as well, so. Stuck in the Genshin jungles, I crave the skip button. Obviously, yeah, 5.0 is every time they change the patch sort of series or whatever, it's usually a pretty good time. I mean, when a new nation comes out, it's usually a pretty good time to hop back in, because then Anniversary is also close to that as well. It's like your childhood trauma. Thank God I've never played fucking Fake Go. I would be much more of a broken human being than I already am. Burn out 2 years of playing? Yeah, it can happen. The thing is, I'm just so obsessed with, even if like the gameplay and stuff, the gameplay has never actually really been like what interested me and what I like about it. The gameplay or the rolling and so on, and the units and the building and all that. I'm just so obsessed with the world and characters and story that that's what keeps me going. Like, I would not stay with it if that stuff didn't have a stranglehold on me. Like, it is so easy for me to just get instantly sucked back in. New story or something drops, and I'm just like, I might not be feeling it. I read a little bit, and I'm just instantly sucked back in and obsessed. Thankfully, I lost my FGO account. You were so like, dude, someone was protecting you. There was a protective angel over you. Wouldn't recommend returning to playing Genshin before 3.0, but their writing improved after 3.0. Yeah, true. It did indeed prove. But now also after like some of the recent Star Rail stuff, like with the Pinakani arc in Star Rail, I'm kind of like, damn. When it comes to mihoyo stories, because they all have a lot of similarities, when it comes to mihoyo stories, this is kind of the shit that I want instead of Genshin. Instead, yeah, it just appeals to me more, like Star Rail story and whatnot. Obviously, like, once again, helped by Honkai Impact stuff, but I agree. It's speaking 5 hours per scene by my beloved. Hey, Twitch chef girlfriend. What's the story of Genshin again? It's something. It's a whole. I mean, there is like I do kind of like the, Genshin kind of has like the whole. It's the journey that matters, not the end point kind of story, for sure. Like it's sort of that adventure story, which can be pretty fun, especially when you go, or especially when you're there like with it for a long period of time. It kind of feels like an actual adventure. But then, I don't know, I feel there's a lot of stuff that's also just kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, that was pretty decent. But then it's just like not something that appeals to me hugely. But it was the whole finding my brother or whatever and getting my powers back. We are stuck in Tevat. We are stuck in this world because of not Kiana. But love being if their adventure are paid off, and then I feel like it did though. It's maybe slightly differently than what's the usual payout you would expect. So in the beginning, just looking at it for a second. I mean, yeah, that is very much how it starts, and that's how it still is a lot. You just do a whole bunch of stuff in your adventure to find your sibling and whatnot. You just do like loads of adventures. It's very much go on adventures and see the world and explore and all that. many parallels to Honkai Impact 3rd in Star Rail? There's quite a few. Especially after Pinakuni, there's a lot more. And they are like clearly like, you know, it is very explicit that they are in the, obviously it's been explicit since the start that they're in the same universe. So sometimes it's not even parallel. Sometimes it's just straight up people from Honkai Impact 3rd, like Welt. He's just straight up from Honkai Impact 3rd. Yeah, no, the Luofu story was just ass. That shit was like trash. And did a horrible number on like the engagement for the game, I feel. They literally had to fix it after the fact because they realized like people complained so much. Fucking chat communication though, yeah. Yeah, no, the Space China story, everyone agrees was just ass. Like, it was fucking ass. Just every step of the way. But then, well, I think what happened after that is that, for example, they brought the main writer from Honkai Impact 3rd Part 1, they brought him in to Star Rail. And he's the one who was writing, like, all of Pinakuni and so on. And you can feel it. You feel it. The difference is wild. And then if you've actually read through Honkai Impact 3rd as well, you start noticing like a bunch of just narrative choices and whatnot. That is like, oh yeah, this is the Honkai Impact 3rd writer. Played Soma? Nope, I don't really play horror games at all, to be honest. It's just not my thing. What even was the 1.4 story? What was the 1.4 story? Pinakuni. Gakko is Kuro without makeup. IPC Billabong? Oh yeah, that was decent. Yeah. Topaz introduction was decent. Yeah, I was still there. I was still playing at that point. I think shortly after that I took a long break. So yeah, I think the only horror game that I've really played was like original Dead Space. I quite like the original Dead Space, but then otherwise horror games just don't really appeal to me. Just surprised how much worse Lofu felt compared to Bellabog. Like I really enjoyed the part in Space Jam, just killed all the interest. Yeah, it was a very odd choice to do. Or like they really dropped the ball because Bellabog was just fine. It was like, oh yeah, that's good. That's a fine intro arc. And then it fell apart like insane. And you were left hanging story-wise at like the worst part of the story. It's fucking surprising that like anyone stayed around. It's almost philosophical experience. The real horror is what Purgis Banner pulls. Oh no. I'm sure it is also, but yeah, it just doesn't interest me. Billabog ending is cinema. It was good. I don't really agree that it was like... There's a lot of people who are like, holy shit, this is peak. And I was like, yeah, this is decent. It's okay. It's pretty good. The song's pretty nice. Yeah, I did not feel the same hype as seemingly everyone else did for the Billabog ending. Do I think also when I went through it, I think my sounds were partially bugged, if I remember. Like the sound balance was completely off in my final fight in Bellabog, which might have affected it a little bit. But like even still after that, it was still like, oh yeah, that was pretty good. But then when you've heard like people like hyping it, it's like, yeah, no, I didn't live up. Even with like all the like the Honkai Impact 3rd fucking XPs and whatnot, it's like, no, it's just not enough. Chance of me not getting anything 200 plus is small, but never zero. Yeah, very much like, well, so Space China was just, Bellabog was fine. It was serviceable. It was good. Don't really have anything super big to complain about, but it wasn't like amazing either. Space Channel was just straight up ass. Then they had some okay sort of like more side story things. And then they kind of cooked with Pinakani. But also like, at least for me in Pinakani, like a lot of it was also carried by just Akaron's character in general. She's just so insanely fucking interesting and cool. In like everything that she is. Like genuinely, well, like out of, at the very least out of Hoyo games, she's like one of my just absolute favorites out of like everything. Just because everything surrounding her is so interesting and kind of unique, and well, unique is a weird word, but yeah, she's just kind of cracked in more ways than one. If I need to get one of the IDs with pity, I will kill. Whoa! Thank God I avoided the other players' reviews at zero expectation. Maybe that's why I like them. Probably, yeah. Do I like they just are protagonists? I like the gremlin nature of them. I do think they're kind of a fun protagonist. Like, I feel like they're a sort of self-inserty protagonist, actually done kind of nicely. Because they also still have a bunch of character, because they are just this sort of fucking trash goblin gremlin thing at the same time. Like, not taking anything sort of too seriously, and which is kind of, like, fun.
Yes.
The day Kiana pops on Star L. Yeah, I do wonder. I do wonder. Don't know how the HG3 part was great. Do see, that's the thing. Honkai Impact 3rd doesn't have a self-insert character. Like, really at all in the story. It's just actual characters. Kiana is the main character of Impact 3rd. You don't have a self-insert who just doesn't speak and whatnot, and like, you get to choose their gender. That just wasn't a thing in Honkai Impact 3rd. So you just have actual characters, and they nailed it, and then they didn't do it again. Which is actually, which brings does bring us to an incredibly funny story, which is that when part 2 for Honkai Impact 3rd started, they introduced the ability to choose like your, you know, a male or female like player character. But also, the game defaults you to the female one. You have to separately go out of your way to change the male one. And in the most recent updates, the male one is actually just getting removed. He's just being deleted, and it's only the female one. So I think they realized that it was a shit choice. Like, it didn't make any sense for Honkai Impact.
Yes.
That the captains in events, but main story, yeah, it's good. Yeah, exactly. The self-insert captain only exists in the events, which are all insane fever dreams that are, like, not canon. Almost all of them. And the ones that are, like, more canon often might not even have them. So, yeah, like the so-called, the sort of self-insert of Impact 3rd pretty much just doesn't exist. For all intents and purposes, they don't exist. And the Genshin protag is just kind of like, they're just fine. The thing is that they're not like, they're not a very engaging character in sort of any particular way. It's more like just, oh, Lumine looks cute, kind of, and has some funny facial expressions.
Yes.
While Trailblazer has a lot more character to them. Were there any male characters in Honkai 3rd? Not playable ones, but there are male characters, yes. Just not playable ones. Except for a post-Honkai Odyssey where you do have the playable male character. But also the thing is, I stopped playing Honkai because my phone couldn't run and I lost my info. Well, see, that's what the thing. These so-called mobile games. Not mobile game. Like, come on, let's be real. They're suck-ass to play on mobile. They aren't fine. They aren't even a character. I just more like have those strong feelings against towards the traveler. But also, yeah, the thing with Honkai Impact Third is they don't have no playable like male characters, but also then they have a bunch of like male characters in the story and whatnot, and people fucking love them because they're really good. And they're like, why can't we have playable Welt in Honkai Impact Third? Why can't we have playable Kevin? Where's our playable Welt and Kevin and this and that? But you can't have them in Honkai Impact Third. So then they put Welt in Star Rail, and it was like, yes, my king, Welt! I am one of these people. So Archive PC doesn't even have. Yeah, well, exactly. Well, I also play Arknights on PC. It does not have a PC client. But Arknights is like actually playable on mobile because it's technically only on mobile. Well, playable on Honkai would have been peak. Exactly. And they know it. They fucking put him into Star Rail from launch. Because they knew, look at this man. He's our boy. He's our king. We kneel. We kneel to a king. So yeah, Honkai Impact Third was a bit funny. Because it is like, yep, no playable male characters. Yay. But then also the fandom loves some of these male characters more than they love the other characters, like, significantly. I love Immortal Actual Monsters. I first read that as Immortal. Chromie, my beloved. Didn't understand Welt at all. I guess he literally didn't. Yeah, Welt is... But also, he's very much like a... I mean, in Starlight, he's, you know, kind of a side character. I mean, he was sort of side character in Impact 3 as well, but... But he's our king. We love Welt. Also, he's just so nice. I mean, just you know, once you actually get to know him in the game as well, it's just like, this dude is great. What a bro. Yeah, it's literally the same person. Yeah, he accidentally, because they exist in the same universe. Inkpath Third and Star Rail Surprise exist in the same universe. So he accidentally got teleported to where Star Rail is happening, and just can't get back. He's stuck. So now he's on the train traveling, because, hey, why not? They're gonna meet his child and adopted, and also Tesla. I know, well, I would also like, Bronya's almost an adopted child for Welt as well. Yeah, there's the same universe. They both have Honkai in the name. Literally the same universe. How come other characters are different? Because then it gets real. It starts getting real complicated once you get into the structure of how the Honkai universe functions. Because then you have to start talking about the imaginary tree and world bubbles and how the entire universe is like constructed. But and like alternate dimensions and all that kind of stuff. So you have a bunch of people. You have, that's the thing. Like you have like sort of, it's both separate universes and like then also, but they're like part of the same like thing. It's like alternate dimensions, kind of like alternate universes, but also they're still kind of part of this one whole at the same time. So that's why you have characters who look like, you know, the same people, but they're also different. And you can go around meeting them. Like, for example, Acheron straight up says that she has also indeed met loads of people who look like the people she knew before, but they are different people. Yeah, works on basic multiverse, but also from quantum physics and all this stuff. Yeah, like it gets really wacky. Not really even like time travel, no. It's just like, I mean, the reason why there is like a somewhat simple way to like explain it, I believe, which is There's the imaginary tree, which can be visualized as an actual tree. And on this tree, there's leaves. And every single leaf is a different world / kind of universe. And between these, you can then have like people who are like the same people, but also different, just because they're in different leaves. And then you have, then that's why you have like multiple different Bronyas and so on, because you have like these sort of alternative worlds. Yeah, and this Welt managed to accidentally get stuck, teleport and get stuck in a different branch / leaf and whatnot, and doesn't have a way to get back. Because traveling these leaves is not like trivial, but for example, this train, our train in Star Rail is capable of moving between the leaves. And that's actually like Pinakani is its own little leaf. The place that Pinakani exists in is one leaf. The place that Bellabog exists in is one leaf. Like they're actually all like their own different leaves. But you have to be like, you know, at like a certain level of development and whatnot to be able to travel between the leaves. And actually the train is mostly capable of traveling between the leaves because there's already a route that was made by, you know, Akavili, the Trailblaze Eon. And we just travel a sort of across his rails, which is why it's a star rail. Because yeah, Welt indeed has like an entire past, and you get to know that entire past in Honkai Impact 3rd. Like, Welt is essentially, in Star Rail, Welt is almost like a shonen protagonist who finished his story and then got teleported to another one and just kind of went along for the ride. Like, he's already saved the world once. And now he's on a side quest. Accidentally. Which also makes him insanely cool. Also, he's like 50 years old. He's an old man. He's like actual grandpa. Which is why, you know, he acts like our dad and has gray hair. Is he the real Honkai Star Rail? Yeah, shonen protag after like retirement. That is Welt. So like Welt's character does become way more interesting and engaging when you are like aware. Which, for example, why like my favorite parts in all of Pinakani are the Welt and Acheron like dialogues and whatnot. Because they're just really cool because of the sort of relationship that these kind of character has because of the whole weird multi-universe kind of quantum physics thingy. I've been talking about Honkai Impact and he's the best character. Thanks for listening. This is true. He's correct. He is correct. Is Acheron like him? Acheron is not like him. Well, Acheron is from a different world where there's a lot of characters that are similar to the ones from Honkai Impact, or just other worlds. Like, Acheron's backstory very much parallels a huge amount of stuff that happens in Honkai Impact 3rd. But she's not from Honkai Impact 3rd. Just... like, she's from, like, an alternate version of Honkai Impact 3rd, essentially. And she's also from a version of Honkai Impact 3rd which lost. They did not save the world. Their entire world was destroyed. They lost the fight. When's a good time to return? Now I kind of want to weather the Luofu part. I mean, I guess, now is fine, but it is true that now is somewhat of a... we do have, well, we have some, like, sort of more main story stuff coming up right now. But not like, we're not, like, starting a new big arc yet or something. Because that stuff is, like, the big stuff is usually during spring for Star Rail. Yeah, because the anniversary was... no, anniversary is spring. It's like When is it? March? I think it's March. I think that's when I came back, was March.
Oh.
Motherfucker threatening Zakir on Giga Chad power scaling. Just remembered I lost my account with Senti Summer. Rip. Rip, rip. Brutal Orchestra, I never heard of it. Yeah, like in a way, the best time to get started would be like next spring or whatever. If you kind of want to come back for like an anniversary or a big like new arc. But at the same time, starting like a bit before that so that you can actually catch up before all the new big huge stuff starts is kind of maybe the better way, because you have like quite a bit to go through. Considering when you stopped. Let me check this game. Speaking of games, I really did get I did get a little tempted to at some point buy 9 Souls. Also, I recently remembered that fucking Ghost of Tsushima is on Steam now. Cool roguelike? Ooh, that's tough for it. I'm not the biggest roguelike fan, weirdly enough. Yeah, and he's usually a better bonus of returning players. This is somewhat true. 9 Souls, yeah, but it's like actually typed out 9. Also, it's SOLS, not souls, but souls, like sun. Yeah, Twitch chat typed it out, which is because it's essentially Hollow Knight Sekiro, which would absolutely be up my alley. Also, I think for Star Rail, Anniversary is not more so that there's like better bonuses for returning players, it's just that there's a lot of bonuses in general, but everyone gets them. And the returning bonuses are a separate thing. Haha, very sorry. Metroidvania Souls like Sekiro thing, yeah. Which just does sound very interesting. I do like my Metroidvanias, I do like my Sekiros. I have Hollow Knight on Steam, but I can pass a Thorn section, deleted it. Depending on... I guess it was an earlier Thorn selection. Because there obviously is there's some really fucked up Thorn sections, but I think the most fucked up ones are optional. There's an alter version of my stuff? Yeah, there is. Well, she literally just got it. I mean, it's essentially a costume change, but yeah, she does also have like it is a different kit and whatnot. But it's not like, this is not a very lore heavy alternate. This is like kind of a weird one, honestly, because it's sort of a very casual like alternate. Path of Pain is indeed pain. And Hollow Knight is, I do really like Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight is fun. And also has like an interesting story when you dig into it. Because I think I actually started Hollow Knight like twice. Dropped it like hour or two in, stopped, and then never got back to it. And at some point, and then like the third time, I somehow just like got a bit further or something, and then it like clicked, and I was like, oh shit, well, I guess I'm doing nothing but playing Hollow Knight until I'm done. Play when they release Silk Song soon. It's gonna happen soon, it has to, surely. I like how when before Gamescom, like the opening night live for Gamescom happened, like a day before that, fucking Jeff actually just tweeted out, hey, so I'm gonna just get ahead of this. Silk Song is not at Gamescom. Don't ask. Trailers and Dange got their alters from Strong Moments, and then March just training. Yeah, exactly. It's a bit of a weird alter. Like the other alternate versions usually indeed are like a story significant development. March is not. Yeah, he did. He did, Xenesis. He actually just tweeted out that Silk Song is not there. Just like, I'm warning you right now, it is not there. Can you change the March 7 path? It's a different character because they made it, now every alternate version is separate. They're all separate now, or like, well, I think, yeah. her you have to switch, but it saves the you have to switch them, but it saves their equipment. Like they have separate equipment layouts essentially, so it actually saves your equipment when you like switch them. So you don't have to like, then you don't switch and have like the completely wrong artifacts and whatnot. Some people were coping. Dude, Silksong like waiters are maybe the most professionals of coping. It's crazy. But they also have to, like, dude, they have been starving for years. March 7 plus card teams where it kind of works. I wonder, does it? Probably. I mean, March 7th is just decent. She's a sort of secondary DPS who buffs your main DPS. Is like her main thing. I think she's, I mean, she kind of has, I think she has kind of synergy actually with pretty much any DPS. As long as it's like not a hyper carry setup. Still waiting for Titanfall 3. Actually made serious tier list of benches and grass. Dude, they gotta do something. It is always funny seeing what happens to a community when there's just nothing to do. Like there's nothing to go off of. The absolute like the wackiness and craziness they like get into, the brain rot that develops is always so unique and entertaining and just as worrying at the same time. Like fucking the Elden Ring community after like we got the initial trailer and then nothing for like fucking 2 years or whatever. They started talking about their fictional favorite bosses and how they're stuck on this particular boss, and it was great. But it's also like, you're not okay. I like the memes of the dying Batman community. Rip. Ripperoni. But yeah, apparently just March 7th, Hunt 7th is actually like a pretty darn strong unit for something you get for free, and max Eidolons for free as well. Where the teams are good, they're pretty decent. Some of them have been minorly power crept, but I can actually just go to my teams, can I? We've got the Jingliu team. Hollow Knight Silksong community just got batshit insane. They had a civil war? How do you have a civil war? Waiting for good Halo content. That's some copium. But this Jingliu team, this is pretty much always a Jingliu team. Or this could sometimes be Tingyun. And then there's... This is the comfier Acheron team, if I actually have a sustain. This would be Aventurine, if and when I have him. I do have Ratio as well. Ratio is another one, actually. He's just kind of not as built as my other ones. And then there is the non-comfy Acheron team, where I have no sustain. And instead it's about delay and kill them before they can kill me. Dr. Ratio is great. Dr. Ratio is a dude. He's one of our guys. There's war between people who thought that TC owes them at least something versus people who thought TC doesn't owe anything to anyone. Yep. Okay. That sounds about right. Healing and shields are for cowards. Well, I mean, also this team does not work everywhere, because it relies on like weakness breaking and stuff to get lots of like action delay, like speed and action delay and whatnot. So for some stuff, it just does not work. You just can't survive. And that's when something like Japard comes in. Spooked me one too many times. Yeah, that is a whole thing with standard characters. Is you can just develop PTSD for them, even if they're like a good character or they're a fun character or they're good in the story or whatever. But then they get spooked. They spook you a couple times, and you just have PTSD. And then it gets rough. And then this team still works like pretty fucking well. Just because Jingliu is a really good character And the synergy with Blade is very good. And now that I have a Ruame as well, that also helps a lot. Japard and Bailu play from day one, bro. You know, Bailu was, I think, my second 5-star. No, I just don't have Bronya. She's still good. She's only been power crept, like, very recently with Sparkle. I just don't have Bronya. I've been cooked. She's never spooked me. I have, like, every other one except Bronya. I mean, actually, Welt didn't spook me at all. I took Welt from my 300 guarantee on the standard banner. Because I mean, I had to have my dude. I had to have my guy. Bailu. The dragon woman, lady, child. She's not in any of my teams because I don't use her anymore. Bailu. Funny, small dragon woman. E2 Elite 2, Arcanized reference, holy. Japard E2, Bronya E2, Yangqing Inter, and Clara E1. Bronya E2 though? That's huge. That's big. And actually Japard also, I mean Japard E2 is also like, gets pretty like, it could be pretty good. In like specific teams. You know, Bronya E2, that's just good. That's good shit. Clara E1 is also pretty good. Yangqing, that's rough, dude. I'm sorry for your loss. Was one of your teams just Natasha? Was it? That's probably like the fucking default team or whatever, and it's just not empty. It is just Natasha, huh? What are you doing here? What if this is like some random default that's just been here? The hag seg. Let's what is our hag seg? I mean, she's Himiko's. You know, Himiko's on the older end. Rome is not like too much older. Oh, she's a hag for sure. She's a hag. This is pretty hag sex. If you had, you know, like or slash mummy. Like hag slash mummy team. Let's talk about Fu Shuan. I don't fucking Fu Shuan. Also, Fu Shuan is barely counts. She's, you know, small. There's no assets to be seen. Last 3 losses was Yangqing. Ugh. I got an idea for comp in Limbus. Oh no. Hag comp. Hag sex team. Oh, you were talking about Fu Shuan, not Bailu. Okay. Don't think she has scales? Unless, oh, do you mean scales as in like what you weigh stuff on? And not scales as in like the bodily part. English, man, English. Let me cook for a bit. It's also, it is funny, however, there's some actual teams which are actually just really good teams, and it consists solely of mummy characters, which is like, whoa. They knew what they were doing. Last 5-star, I got a number of reader skills. Yeah, Fu Shuan is very, 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 very good. Very good. She will, for 99.9% of content, Fu Shuan will make you immortal. And also give you more damage. People shitting on Himiko. Yeah, Himiko dropped off real hard, and now she has some use in some endgame content just because of it being like AoE focused and so on. Fu Shuan against AoE skills, that can get rough. But also, most AoEs in the game also just do nothing against Fu Shuan. Like, not enough. It's only once you get to the fucking stupid shit, like higher level Divergent Universe or higher level fucking Swarm Disaster and so on, that's where you get into issues. I want to go supports as my SSRs. Lol. Which honestly, in Star Rail, mainly having support like 5 stars is not even a bad place to be here. Because supports are incredibly important. And like, often like, more important than a DPS. Yeah, Himiko was pretty ass until Pure Fiction came along, and then Pure Fiction is very AoE focused and so on. So then she got way better, or just like a lot more. She just had a use case. Luocha was pretty cool. Surprise, Luocha is also a Honkai Impact 3rd XP. Not the same person, just an XP. Longest time I misread his name as well, Mel. Pulled 4 armies because I busted that. Yeah. Harmony units and whatnot, like, they are... like, your most important things, legitimately, in Star Rail is a good Harmony unit and a good sustain. And then, like, your DPS can be, like, even a 4-star DPS. Just a well-built 4-star DPS. And you're probably gonna end up with Pella, and Pella is the best debuffer in the game. As a 4-star. Luocha best sustain, I will die on this hill. I am also Luocha pilled. But at the same time, these days you can kind of sometimes feel that he struggles a little bit. Just because of how he works. He can't prevent you from getting one shot is like the main thing. We like Tinga because she's a fox, and there are many. Star Rail is a pretty good game for fox enjoyers. I have an acquaintance who is a fox enjoyer, and they're generally pretty happy. So dispels enemy boss, right? Yeah, she does indeed. But that's not even the main thing that she's good. She just has really good debuffing. Just like defense debuffs, like just defense shredding. Like AoE defense shred that you can get pretty quickly, almost on command, and gives you loads of, and can be super skill point positive so that your other units can use their skills. Why is my Natasha? Because I didn't ever have to level Natasha because my second 5-star was Bailu, so I had a healer. And then I got Luocha because Luocha was fucking second patch of the game. So then I had 2 5-star healers, but I sure as hell didn't need Natasha. Imagine when people thought 1 free cleanse was insane. Yeah, now you do, like, cleanses are getting more important. So I'm wondering if they're adding more cleanses, or more cleanses / dispels to characters. It's not insane anymore. Yeah, not as much. You do need a fair bit of cleansing. There's a lot of debuffs and CC and whatnot that goes around these days. Then we go unlimited cleanse, battery, and attack buff. Yeah, Boho is also pretty fucking strong. Too bad that I could not care about her character less. She's like, her type of character, I've just never really liked much. The best DPS in the game, Arlen. I think you actually mean Hook. Boho is somewhat cute, yeah, but yeah, her character type just has never appealed to me in any special way. So it was kind of ripperoni for her, because for example, generally speaking, for my Star Rail, I only roll on the characters that I like as characters, and maybe have like more of a fun kit that I gel with, rather than just what's good. Moe, yeah, like the kind of Moe lolly and like, ooh, I'm so afraid and ooh, anxious. That's her kind of thing. So the Ugu, I'm scared, but also cute. I got a mummy comp figured out. We used to bully kids like that. So true. Also, yeah, Shoppa, you just missed Dr. Ratio was free for like 2 entire patches before the anniversary. You just got him for free. They just gave him away. Want to protect at all? Yeah, they want to protect at all cost type of character, but also like I feel like a specific version of it as well. Like yeah, a cinnamon roll character. Like, oh my god, we must protect the cinnamon roll. Was it a sword? No, I think it wasn't. I think it was a. I think it was a for winning like some kind of reward, and also because first anniversary was getting closer. And so I think it was like winning some kinds of awards somewhere, like game awards and stuff and whatnot. You don't pull HH for the character, you pull it for Mr. True, you pull. That's true, you pull Ho Ho for the tail. It's so true. Captain Ishmael, Maedrioshu, Magic Bullet, Otis, Regret, Faust, and Leo Roja. Yeah, that is a mummy comp. People who say, actually, she's a function, so she's really old. Classic. My lolly is actually 1,000 years old. Roji's not that much. No, Roji's not necessarily not a hag, but this was a mummy comp, not a hag comp. Terminology is important, Chopin. This man just emailed himself to us and caused a war in the Hoyo community. Yep. But that also, dude, that is so ratio. He would do that. He's that based. Hag comp is just 6 Otis IDs, yep. Yeah, mainly Genshin against... Yeah. Honkai Impact 3rd has never really been part of the wars. It's different enough and sort of separated in that way. That it's just... It hasn't been part of the wars. It's always Genshin and Star L where the wars come in. And now you get an outsider. Now you can also war with Withering Waves as well. Like to actually see a lolly who actually believes she's old as shit. Bushuang, kinda. Meanwhile, Chinchue just kind of acts like a lazy bum office worker. Lies, deceit, falsehoods. You see, this is the foxy joy I was talking about. If you might have guessed. Also, yeah, Faruzan from Genshin, not that lolly, but she is mentally hag, bodily not. What did he do? Yeah, Ratio was just given away free to every player. And this was like soon after yet another Genshin anniversary drama because they didn't get enough anniversary awards or whatever. At this point, I prefer just normal lollies. Trope got so old. So true though. Like if you're gonna prefer lollies, you might as well just go all the way, right? Like, stop being a coward, I guess. Legally distinct Hatsune Miku. Speaking of Hatsune Miku, that's the Genshin, yeah, that's the meme of Genshin being an unloved child, kinda, yeah. Like the money maker, but also the somewhat unloved. Also, it's less that Genshin's the unloved child. It's more that Honkai is the favorite child. Everyone at miHoYo loves Honkai. Like, Honkai is what made the company. In a way. Genshin made it rich. But Honkai is what made the soul of miHoYo. So they love Honkai. Absolutely the favorite child. I feel like there's not even a question. It's just the favorite child. Yeah, right, yeah. Speaking of Hatsune Miku, like yesterday or whatever, a new Hatsune Miku song or whatever was posted by Deco27. And it's called Sad Girl Sex. And it is a song about trying to fill the emotional hole from a breakup with sex. And it has Miku. And also, I just have to show this actually. Wait a minute. Let me find this. Oh my god, YouTube, you are being insanely slow. Are you okay? Has anyone else fucking had YouTube just be like an absolute piece of shit and insanely unresponsive and loading like ass? Yeah, we see that's what I was gonna. Okay, that's what I was gonna say. Okay, is that this Miku? Oops, shit! I'm getting copyrighted. Kind of crazy hot. Like, dude, this Miku design? it does things for me. But Miku is 16, oh my god. Somebody on Twitter. Yep. Pretty old middle-aged woman. This is a better crop. Okay, there we go. This Miku design does things for it. Whoa! That's a hot Miku. Wasn't Miku like say so? Dude, Miku can be whatever the hell the artist wants to. She is, you know, a canvas to paint on. So, smash next. Christmas cake Miku. Yeah, this aesthetic does a lot for me. That I like that. That's good. Actually, there's actually I think there's a better image as well. I think they posted like more on Twitter instead of just the thumbnail. Deco 27. While we're listening to fucking Robin in the back. Yeah, there's some. Well, here's like almost like a little design bit. How the stream is slowly becoming. What is that? What? Just yapping? Haven't interviewed with anything Miku, but Brazilian Mike keeps popping up on my feed for some Brazilian Mike. Many not say so arts of Rabbit Hole Miku, so we'll be the same with this. Yeah, Rabbit Hole Miku was another one that is like, that was also a type of Segs Miku. Unlimited yapper. I mean, dude, I'm becoming what I truly am, which is just yapper. Fuck autocorrect. I assumed it was autocorrect to Mike. I know it might sound like a great idea, but yeah, man, that's oof. Goodness. What can I say? Do not fuck your device. It may result in bodily harm. Like, really? What do you mean, really? What do you don't go for her? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying don't stick your dick in crazy? So rude. Why are you calling her crazy? She's not crazy. She's just emotionally broken and trying to fill a hole of two different types. Dip and run. But yeah, I mean, also, but one of the lyrics is literally just sad girl sex. Like that's the chorus just starts with sad girl sex, but said in, you know, Japanese, katakana. Phrasing is hilarious. Well, because I mean that's not even like I didn't come up with that. That phrasing is just straight up in the actual lyrics of like she's trying to fill a hole. Like wink, wink. To me, crazy Miku is normal Miku. Also, autocorrected to fucking Mike again. Need to listen to it. Yeah, it's a decent song. It's a decent just also song as well, but the main thing that piqued my eye was I saw the thumbnail, like, I actually came up on my YouTube, like, very soon after release, and I was like, whoa! What's that I see? Well, also I mean, it was the combination of the thumbnail and the fucking title of Sad Girl Sex, and I was just like, huh? Is that the actual translation, or did, like, the auto translation fuck up? My favorite singer, Hatsune Mike. Face Connect covers of this? Dude, absolutely, I feel like this is for sure. There's gonna be a particular, like, set of VTubers, a particular genre of VTubers who will be doing covers of this. 100%. There's gonna be a bunch. I can see it already. Because that thumbnail is also, like, such a good thumbnail for a VTuber to, you know, get their own version of it and everything. But because of the theme and the lyrics, there's some VTubers who just won't be able to do that because of their, like, brand. But some of them, dude, they can dive right in. No hesitation. Get that sad girl sex. gonna happen. I can see it. I can see in my mind's eye YouTube just being full of these thumbnails of this particular art, but it's various VTubers. Does I have a notification? I swear to God, if it's another fucking bot. It is. It's another bot. I've been getting so many bot follows like the last 3 weeks. It's insane. Whoa! Jesus! Goodness. I can't show that on Twitch. You're so popular with that. Dude, I've gotten so many hot women following me on Twitter. Where you open up profiles on stream? No. I opened up my notifications. Oh, I did open up the bot's profile. This is true. Which actually, now that I think about it, was a risky move. Some of them do just have a bunch of softcore porn on their posts. Most of them are empty, but some of them have posts. Nah, I would have been... If something was there, I would have been fast. I would have closed it. Hot lesbian or yai? It actually wasn't either. It was actually a hot woman and a hot man. I just saw someone who only got mariachis, why and blade lineage sinkers with their newbie rolls. Oof! That might be that's a reroll. That's actually like a reroll. That was a bit of a silly moment. You know, that image was... I thought it was Yaoi at first, and then I realized, no, it was Gladia from Arknights and Ulpian from Arknights. Female and male. Neither Yuri nor Yara. Yep, it was actually just hetero. Surprising, almost, actually. Like, that's rare. And it was right at the top as well. Sheesh. I use boys love Sinclair. Man, if only I had a good Sinclair. Maybe at some point. But right now, sure as hell don't. Straight sex, and this time, not subversive. Honey, it really, at this point, it kind of almost is. It's like, wow. It's pretty rare to see, at least. Factory worker, I mean... I wish I was in Gladia's place in that art. I mean, what? Huh? If only Craig was alive. They're really pissing me off today. Rip. Ripperoni. Yeah, it's really been fucking you. Like, that is a lot of autocorrect moments. I'd still get my ass? What? See, autocorrect again. Or... I mean, Ulpian is quite the hunk, though, isn't he? Like, can you blame a man for looking at Ulpian and being like, damn, who this? Open up, please. And look at this dude. Look at this dude. Holy. Just disable autocorrect on your mistakes. Look at him. That's a hunkaroony. Also, I mean, he's just like super bloodborne as well. And he's a whale! Limbus reference? Is that Ishmael? No, it's the Indigo Elder, obviously. Look at, that's a huge anchor. And he is very bloodborne looking. I mean, well, because his whole arc and story and like where he is relevant is it's bloodborne because it's cosmic horror like kind of thing. Very much like Kanto 5 style, you know. He looks like Scotty because he pretty much is. I mean, he's by the same artist and he's also Scotty's like captain. And they're both whales, actually. I can't remember what whale he is, but Scotty's a killer whale, an orca, so. But yeah, no, it is not a coincidence that he very much has like Scotty energy. Clearly a sperm whale. Also, he's pretty strong just in game as well, and has one very funky skill that is super unique for the game. But I mean, the main thing is that he's cool. Oh, and also he's voiced by in Japanese he's voiced by Jotaro's VA. Oh yeah, of course, Blue Whale. Yeah. Yeah, no. I think Sperm Whale was a joke. Yeah, Onadaisuke. I forgot his name. Yeah, he's voiced by Onadaisuke in Japanese. Which is wait, it's extra funny when Gladia Ulpian. This is an official art in the game. Does it remind you of anything? It looks a little similar to something I think we've maybe seen before. Maybe something with I think there's a character named Dio in it? And I believe there's a Dio and something about approaching me. Yeah, he was in Stulti, yeah. Ulpian was in Stultifera sort of shortly. He was there a little bit. It's just straight up a JoJo reference. Like, this, and then the fact that he's voiced by fucking JoJo. Like, doesn't remind you of anything, not a thing. And also, yeah, like, all this stuff is just super Bloodborne. I mean, Gladia is, like, very, very reminiscent of, like, what, Lady Maria. There's for sure a lot of Bloodborne inspiration in the whole Seaborn arc in Arknights. A lot of very intentional, like, one fanfic corrupted study. Not even necessarily a fanfic, I'ma be real. There's just straight up in-game alternate storylines of corrupted Scotty. So doesn't have to be a fanfic. I mean, hell, the fucking Scotty Alter is literally corrupted Scotty. The better Scotty. So much out of Bottom Heath because every single Wuthering Heights ID. Makes sense. You would expect this. Is good. Good thing. I chose the words. Is Scotty Alter, not regular. Okay. Especially toxic I am Heath Greg. Whoa, spicy. That's some spicy meatball. Anyway, Scotty Alter, very hot. Not Ryoshu. Does this search fucking work at all? Okay, yeah. As long as it's with Ryoshu, I approve it. I mean, this obviously doesn't have the animated. Also, she really does have two skins, huh? Scotty Alter. Not really doing justice because these are all live 2D in game. I love a hive mind wife who killed the world and everyone you love. Yay! Oh yeah, two live 2D skins. Well, because right, because if you have live 2D by default, then all of your skins also are live 2D. But I think is one of these also? No, I think it's not. These aren't skins with new voice lines, though, are they? Artist that makes copies of Ulpius and Scotty like father and daughter. Like, yeah. I think I probably know who you're talking about. He does like Ulpia and Scotty sort of like father-child thing, and also with Gladia as well. Like all the Abyssal Hunters as just like a family, like a dysfunctional family, which I mean fits incredibly well. Yeah, yeah. These aren't skins with new voice lines. Because those are then also a thing, which are usually really fucking cool. Coolest guy of AK is Helliger. Helliger is pretty fucking cool, not gonna lie. Old man, cool old man. One of the oldest of men, even. You think about, well, Game Pass obviously doesn't have the lives. Fuck. I wonder if I can find a link to... He doesn't need your cringe heals until he does, and then he can't get them. Hypergriff. Somewhere on the Hypergriff site, they actually have a place where all of the live 2D art is. If I can find it. Young Helliger. Well, younger at least. He's still like old, but yeah, that is a really good skin. Fuck, is it in operators or is it in media? Probably media. Is it? Whoa, it has sound. Why is it not here? I feel like it's somewhere here. I feel like it has to be. Maybe not. Back. Wait. There's for sure it's there's a fucking link to it somewhere in Discord, I know. Where can I find? Someone just mutes it immediately. Why even do it? Don't know. Well, depends, I guess. Where do these link to? Fuck, Twitter. Shit. Not correct type of link. Not what I am looking for. Fuck, what the hell? Oh, maybe I might be searching with the wrong term. Why the fuck? I put animation into the fucking Discord search bar and it pulls up animal? Huh? You took your meds, the live 2Ds are gone. Oh no. How could this happen? Fuck. Where? Where? Fucking hell. This stream became... kinda, yeah, it didn't. Well, that was sort of half my plan today. I didn't have too much, like, gaming to do. Sometimes, maybe sometimes I should just put up a fucking just chatting stream. But I also often still do a little bit of gaming on the side or something, so... fucking goddamn. Does he? Maybe I won't find this. From... The fuck? Shit, I can't find this shit. At least the YouTube stream is titled mostly yapping. Yeah, the Arknights is all, or the Twitch is also titled mostly yapping. But also, the thing with YouTube is YouTube doesn't have a yapping category. Twitch has just chatting, which is essentially just yapping category. YouTube doesn't even have that. Like YouTube, for example, on YouTube, I feel like if you don't have a category and then also like, if you don't have like gaming and then also a game, the algorithm just doesn't even know what to do with you. It's just like, you're fucked. Like, no one will find it because of how YouTube works. Another bonus of hunt Heath in solo. AoE, yeah, AoE does help. Fucking goddamn. Has Link. Where will I fucking never find this? I'm still trying. Also, I will actually hop off pretty soon though, now that I think about it. But I just want to find this. I must find. When was the fucking last time I posted Live 2D? And oh, there it is. Fucking finally. I have a million tabs open. Also, the crop is weird because it's crop for YouTube. Oh, what? It fucking is here. It is here. It is in fucking media somewhere. Well, this is specifically for read. But yeah, this is there's a spot on the Hyperglyph site which actually has all of the animations for all the Live 2D stuff. And boob. Did my first mirror dungeon hard solo was W Heath. Stagger move recovery is useful. Yep. The Reed skin, yeah, that's new. That's not on global yet. You have not missed it. It is not on global yet. It was released like last event for China. So. Oh, there's one of the Scotties. There's the other one out of Scotties. Reed did get a summer costume, yeah. So you have the idol, and then you have like the other idol, and then the press. Maria Neal. You mean Margaret Neal? Then this is the tap, I think. It takes a while actually to do it. Look at that, it's just a little pet. I felt like the base the base animations I feel like are kind of cooler, like more dynamic, more happens. Like swinging the staff and everything. One fucked up looking fish. Also, the red is so nice. The red is very nice. What else is there? There's some W. Oh shit, Rosemontis. The skin though is crazy good. That shit goes hard. Actually, there's some Lin skins that also go really good. Throw me to the dragon and I come back as a father. Yeah, like my favorite Scotty skin is the original. I have the other skin, I don't even use it. Because I feel like the original is just, like, better. Obviously, this is in a way, this is the singular biggest improvement to an original skin. Because this is the Chen Alter skin, and she goes from shitty fucking summer unit into something actually cool. Like, the glow up is insane. Rosalter full meta when? Just true? Give me? But Rose's skin is also, I fucking love Rose skin. This is also like one of my favorites in the game. By far. Yeah, this skin is really cool. Especially compared to the original. Yeah, Posy skin's also really nice. Because it's also like, once again, like she's not like suddenly like a summer unit. So she doesn't look super summery, but she clearly has like a bikini on and whatnot. So her skin also just changes that. And it's Live 2D, which Posy normally doesn't have. But this was essentially permanently my home screen until Kelsey got her skin. And then it was game over because Kelsey's Live 2D skin is my favorite skin in the game by far, not even a contest. Nope, Chen Alter has been power creeped. She is no longer the thing you just use to no-brain everything. This skin is also insanely good. This is also pretty good. Well, Texas, actually, I'll bring up Texas skin because I have, I'm conflicted with Texas skin. When our skin is also one of the greatest things in the game, straight up. Some of these new skins that are coming along are insanely good. Ines' skin is fucking wildly good. Which skin is my permanent secretary? This one right here. But this is a skin that has, first of all, a special entry animation, and then it completely updates the voice lines. So like the unit actually gets new voice lines. This is Kelsey. This is the yapper extraordinaire. And this shit is just goddamn. I love this skin. Because this is also, I think, like, this is a huge upgrade, I think, from, like, the normal... Like, I'm actually not a huge fan of Kelsey's normal E2 art. Mainly because it just doesn't work really well as a home screen art. Oh, this one works amazingly. And Kelsey's, like, my favorite character, probably in Arknights. Kind of, sort of sometimes switches... Shining and Kelsey kind of, like, switch places between, like, who's my favorite. But most of the time, it's Kelsey. Really old cat girl wife, yes. But also, like, divorced wife. She hates your ass. Also, your Mihoyo skin is also created. This is another one. This is another one which has an entry animation and voice lines. My secret is also always non-live 2. Yeah, mine was a lot of the time as well. Before some of these live 2D skins that came in. Mostly just distract. Yeah, they can, yeah. If that is like a thing that if that is an issue, then yeah, you can't really have live 2D skins. If the movement in the side just distracts you. Skin is really cool. What the fuck? Wait, which one? Scotty or Minar? I mean, oh, it's not Kelsey or Minar. Both are. These two are some of my favorites, just in general. I don't remember the cool animations, the small movements that killed me. Yeah, yeah. Minar. This is really good as well. This is just permanently on Minar. It has all the background stuff as well that's happening is like, oh my god, it's like lore. It's a little awkward with YouTube. I never know how long the fucking like delay is. So then when I'm flipping through skins and someone says like, oh, I really like that one, I'm actually not sure which one it is. And this is my favorite Ling skin. Both, I mean, I like the art is also really good, but I think both of the like she has really good just like E2 arts in general. But this one specifically is my favorite because of the actual sprites. Like the actual combat gameplay sprites on this are huge. The drunk one. Minar better Silver Ash? Kinda, yeah. At least, you know, at the very least, for like the main usage that you used Silver Ash for, Minar does that better most of the time. But now Silver Ash has some other uses that Minar can do, and once he gets his module on global as well, it helps him a lot. And then there's a Texas Alter skin, which I'm conflicted about. Because I really like the art. I like the art and like the outfit and the colors and everything. But the animations in combat are kind of jank. Like, I prefer this as the art, but the animations in combat for this skin are kind of janky, not gonna lie. And the original ones feel way better in gameplay. It's not like the OG Texas Alter is like bad or anything, but I've seen the stream where you talked about it. Oh yeah, I probably have talked about it like during like IS or something. I haven't seen the streams. How is this something I know? Dude, I guess you just got lucky. Just, you know, got into your brain. Oh, Mumu, our beloved. Did it talk about it? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I would have. Alright, Vexia. Actually, I should actually probably be ending as well now that I think about it. I guess we'll look at some Mumu while I yap you guys off. It's time for us to soon watch some anime with friends. This is also a special one, which has intro animations and all that. But yeah, okay, well, that was very much a yapping stream. That was like mostly just chatting with just a little bit of Star which was my plan. I do wonder, maybe I should sometimes actually just do just chatting streams even, if I have a lot to yap about. But I also feel like it's a help if you have a little bit of game on the side. But yeah, next stream is Tuesday as normal. No, never mind. I'm a fucking liar. I literally posted today. Tomorrow, probably, should be the upload for the 2024 Arknights concert. It should be uploaded to YouTube tomorrow. So I just kind of want to watch it right away. So I'll actually probably be streaming tomorrow as like a little extra stream, watching the concert. Tomorrow. Good stream, really haven't seen any HSR gameplay. Tomorrow. I got too excited, I couldn't say my R's. Yeah, so as long as it is posted tomorrow, I'll be watching it. And probably actually like 24 hours from now. Well, actually, I'd probably end around this time tomorrow. And it should be like 2 hours. So like 22 hours from now, if it is uploaded, I will be watching it on stream. If. It's just, there's no guarantee, like there's no, technically no confirmation that it's uploaded tomorrow, but it should be. So, hopefully, I have the stream like ready to go and a thumbnail and everything, so, but yeah, okay, so, yes, tomorrow maybe stream, possibly. So, keep an eye out on that, I guess, if you want to come and nerd out about fucking Arknights music in a live concert. That's also 100% gonna get a copyright claim to fuck, which is fine, but funny. We're not really tangentially on theme of design. What do you think about IDs in Limbus? In like what way? On theme of design? Yeah, I like IDs, like as just like a concept on how they work. I think it's a really, really good way to do it, to like have, you know, a core set of characters who just get a bunch of different versions. And the art, yeah, I've always liked the Limbus art. And or more like just Project Moon art in general. I vibe with the whole art style. It's just good. It's nice and kind of like sort of unique. It has some real character. Like that. The sort of like it's the way that it's like it is like way more gritty and like also has like so many different, because of the city. Obviously, you have like so many different like types of sort of design elements and like themes and everything. Shelp made yours without hesitations. Which ID would you heck? It's okay, you can say fuck. Wait, but then you should new kind, not give them enough help on screen time. Yep, that's a mihoyo problem. Well, that's a modern mihoyo problem. Not as much of a problem with Honkai Impact 3rd, but even that a little bit. Upcoming stuff from the dev stream. I think I've seen like the... I saw the... what's the name of it? I've completely forgotten the terminology for the thing. For roadmap. Ah. Gregor. But I haven't paid too much attention for like the upcoming stuff in Limbus because I'm not caught up yet. So I don't focus on it too much. I'm catching up first. Death Stranding delivery, guys. But okay, yeah. Indeed, I think I should get it. So thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for lurking. And all that stuff. Thank you for listening to me just fucking yap your ears off for however many hours. And see you possibly tomorrow. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Don't call him Stinky. Goodbye. Bye-bye.